is no village or hamlet or city or town where Mahamudu Bawumia's face and name are not known. I owe this party a duty that if we are to win 2028, we ought not to start afresh from zero. Instead, we ought to build on the nearly 42% of valid votes and work to cross the 50% mark in the next election. I have also had the distinct privilege of serving as vice president and supporting the president and the government in our last administration with ideas that have significantly impacted the lives of millions of our people. This is what the streets refer to as being rich in ideas. The initiatives I advocated for in our time today are making impact in people's lives. The rich, innovative, and practical ideas that I successfully championed and saw to implementation include the Bank of Ghana's Gold Purchase Program, the first in Africa, the Gold for Oil Program, the first in Africa, the accelerated issuance of the Ghana card, mobile money interoperability, the first in Africa, the Ghana Digital Property Address System, the first in Africa, Agenda 111, one constituency, one ambulance, the zip line drone delivery service, the largest in the world.
Any pain in a down, and one to my suit down, a body in a pain in Uncle Pong, tell you any bank of Bambu. Now they can hear from Sentimano.
To him, a singing Uncle Pong. Ono Nyankopon a on samra ne din no dosu bebrebe ayam pembebre me bon samra ne se oye kokromotie yensa ho mopo ena yimtuni bi to yinum se kokromotie yensa ho mopo yere chewu beje wa yeyi ento kokromotie yensa no mopo amani yeyi bon samra ne se otwedi ampon Nyankopon basayi adom Woto bonsi tonso bonsi akrobeti yankropon entwere bo anhu bo tududo kanta mantu kodi abakankamu a yemfani sinsen no muduro danso ohita murukumechi akrobeti yankropon oni yekokokwa ni asaba beto no yansabu akwa yansa ahye ni trimu ma awapone kakra de amayen so okra asefo a anopai yanso takramada bodwomoje du afurusane ye de be akakabensam kakra. Oh yes, Edbayaka Kabensam Kakra. Son said a lot of people are. When we show you, I haven't because out of my body way, dear. The young crack, meow, and a mayanaza. To any Amagasa Kakabensam Kakra. As a young coupon one in Diasan and man upon a Kakadia Mayano. Oh, Wanyaka Kabensam. One the children is why I'm near Drew. It is a woman young coupon one. Was so boneso. Now so no how bonny anymore. Now was someone for free. That's what the be free work because when you coupon sabe on pay obonye for a wo a person could be piano by your tinini. He didn't surat al mustaqim. Show us the straight way. Surat al lazina and amta alayhi. The way of those on whom that has been bestowed thy grace. Gairun magdubi alayhim wala dale. Those who are not rough and those who go not astray. Beloved, it's yet another Thursday morning. Switching to the brighter side of life. This Thursday morning, exactly 50 minutes past the hour 6. Western in the morning on Western Diamond TV. So, I'm watching up a welcome. Where's your aquaba? Bon alve, marhaba, kon lafia. Lafia lo dola. Lafi bedesma ena mata longo bansama wala efere da biafua e mahiu apokanu e yokakade Better tell you Tonya Jabanga Samia. Nuko Penga Samia Lu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Video Chiramaba ASN the radio PRO. And a pay at Nasi. Hallelujah. Papa Misa on Kron and Pemu Ebebo. Ewe Fidikasi so Western Diamond TV. Western in the morning. This is the hottest ever social political morning show in the whole Ghana, or the 16 regions of Ghana. So Bibi Hano war here. It is a only being here be a friend of fun so I can say, hey, oh yeah, ready. Omadia for TV no to Western Diamond TV. Nano pay. Yeah, me kind of cross some and fan channel. Now only miss on the cross my catch you to know and pay me bring your town for no baby. Now so Sonya Krupa we are friend here. Without your favor, without any intimidation. We will stay true to power. And of course, we will stay true to power. But I say, I mean sure about Papa, thank you so much. And I pay I will text message in 0248 07 1174 0248 07 1174. Now Mendy Blanking can text message you know Emfa Emma Asada and call Emfa Emma Barabana Nekroda Prah, the executive producer was Kenny from Poor Manson programs manager Papa Abana Sawa Meniampo and I pay when I do only chita at their time saying for the media Vamra Yaro Care MCA Sammy Dingo MCA on a share cameras no was in front of director of camera operations on in the position of director of camera operations DJ Black Foreigner I smart it's your pay when I see Pia you have a man about MMP morning motivational appeal na me marketing manager Gazi say be your chama ba mu cheche mu njia me Gazi say hanya popular request near you ever say see usia me da se me ba na edi nkomo afa no MMP morning motivational appeal good morning.
Kukurudu. Na ushe party media ejuma me ye wo party mu me by the last 16 years me de me ho abo afore ama party 208 na me wo Bank of Ghana na me ye omo penny governor no Abedi Chiri penny no Abedi Chiri deputy governor of Bank of Ghana ena na Akufo-Addo be frame me o se me be ye na Abedi Chiri Samre no na president Akufo ebedi 8 years na nipa bebre cast kire me say mama njai me ejuma no na membe ye running mate o say no party are breaking 8 no enti me ba ye ndi nkunim but me kanchire o mo say President Akufo and appointing me deputy governor enti MPP here say meba abeboa na yenya let me din kunima mentimi nkase member enti me resigning me job ewo Bank of Ghana e be ye running mate of the MPP meba ye ndin kunim so me hwehwe ejuma foforo me benya ejuma ewo African Development Bank omo de me ko Zimbabwe se me nkoye omo penyi ewo Zimbabwe we was Zimbabwe and 2012 beduye and Nana Akufo-Addo sambaye or say minjai na membrefie na membeye na Abedi Chiribium for 2012 election ye president of African Development Bank Opamicho or say maminjai jumano or frere President Akufo say oneme nkasa say maminjai jumano emba Ghana bium but me kanchiro mo say since a party no hear me some member boade mintimi kase member me resign here and me samba
Thank you so much this morning. Exactly 20 minutes past the 6. Ma yamfa Empress Gifty adoye ni yumi emfa nsho. Na afei yanhwe yan MMP morning motivational pill. And I pay me no didn't come out and know your level. Know your level. Me did ye pass us and come me do with the baby super. Some have a different radio station. I say different media house. Know your level. Abra country a woman on obisha they make catch on say we level you be level so your level. Obia on the level ogina. Ibo level A, level B, level C, level D. Yes, when you be so no be the same level so also our level A, level B, level C. But the same level A now obi so and what the same level no. Man who say even more the same level A, but and the level cross and what. Is yana me catch me for ne say when the bia won the value. Yes, what you mean ton nimpa. Now so nipa bia I want value. Wo omuduro awo. Now so omuduro no obi so the same value. Adentina won fa taxes eto e fa to value no so. Na wo munye duro more. But na make an what ya say. Obi a value, obi a won muduro, obi a won bo se ne osom. Now so sa wo pese omunye du na wo bo no ekosoro ese unua de a. Place some taxes on your value. Say to suffer to value no so. Na na be ma mu ayedru. So you know your level. When baby a umudro se na esitie. Eno nti wo ma ho kwan ma obi bibia sam impeduasa. Wonim ne level. Wonim baby ofre any baby a wo kwa koduro. Na wonam obra kwantum batere no. Wan fa ne reggae embra mesel high life. Oh man ho kwan else to do that low ma obia one level emfa ni reggae emfa ma mese uboye whatever be say uboye no as far as whatever be say no you know your level sabe sanya wokasa kura wo bedwamu sanya wokasa e wodomu sanya wo ne wofafuo edi nkomo wo level no ene be tira se wo kasa no e dan so kura wafo nkomo a wo muso edie mu so you know your level sebi impeduasa bia wo to aduane kura edie wo nanti a wo de nante kura koto aduane no ebedie environment a ye to aduane e wo ho na wo kokoto bidie no wo hwe environment no kura po no na wo de compare wo level no a sebi wo be sa aduane na wudie nim enye aduane bia na wo se wo to edi ekọ yemu you know your level yey sebi impeduasa yankuta wudi yedie wo wiase mu sebi obabi ni barama bi asetena omote sansa obanu nim level obarama ni nim level ntino de bia se entokwa hey basa yo ene si wo sebi wo mkuta wudi a wo mu edie e wo bra kontue mu know your level omai bia etimu omai Ghana esansa yenim yen level yenim yemudro yenim yen worth yenim yen value yen place some taxes on our value nintino ama omai bia sodi a sebe and I don't know obi no ka say me say Ghana ba be conduit at ama terrorist network chese obi panetutu asem ye dibia no a obeso ade for omai Ghana so all because yenim yen value yenim yemudro na omai Ghana bi atimu onyankopon de bibia de amaye onyankopon mo ya bro wo me ya bibia no ebetumi de twitwaje ho now because of yenim yemudro yenim how worthy is or are those mineral resources nintino ye giant ho sa na de ya amanyosem or because we don't know our value we sorry we say 10% no na illegal we sorry we say 5% and na legal we don't know our value yenim yemudro eno nti kwesibro ni no sabe impeduasa ohun so mani sabe ye jimi enti obefa tire ofa tire pa o so monje 10 no de amamo no wanje na mutima mo de sabe impeduasa akra bi ato bona biscuit de amano ye nim ye level o man no nim ne worth that is the reason why dia de bia no ya dia ɛwɔ yɛn ɛyɛ ɔman n'adeɛ no a because yɛn nya mfasoɔ bebree no afiri mu no na afei because of yɛn nim yɛn mu duro nti no yɛfrɛ Kwesi Broni na waba na waba bɛtu na wɔde kɔ na wakɔ danda ne ani na wasa bɛtɔn deɛ ama yɛ aboɔden ne yɛkyɛfa gu mu no na yɛ kɛtɛkɛtɛkɛtɛ nti ɔman no gyapadeɛ no yɛn nya mfasoɔ bi mfimfiri mu na ɛno akyi no yɛasa akɔ saa ɔman no so akɔ bosea with interest wabra enema no a wamde koye no mde koye mu yi a manya sika tem no a ye kwakọ bosia no eye on my Ghana mu no betu san nema na de koye. We don't know our level. Ye nim ye level. Se wonim wo level a na ka wo dress and cry watade shemu krampo no wo be hunu ko befa address ye. Ye. Se wonim wo level an kan yo ba bia kwa na se ofre no wo. Se wonim wo level a se me kan ye adwuma bia na wo san ka wo ye. So wodi mo level a ka sabi mpeduasa enye busua bia mpo ana ka sabi o ga ware wo mu anapay me MMP morning motivational pure ya make a try say know your level. So wodi mo level a na ka yon sum bia na obesom osum a de bia no ye bon krofotuo osum a de bia no ya ni oye yen yene no kontokwa osuma de bia no sabe mpediasa yede anu botuo say de kum ya tamfo say unimu level a kene mebu okra wo nya sabe mpediasa ko be unu say asofo no bebrebe eno yiso ma dwen adididi ho but you don't know your level ti asum bia na ukom obati say sofo bia ba ohio na wudi akire papa we malam bi ohio na wudi akire obati so sunsum ni mpa bi ohio na wudi akire. You don't know your level. Undim worth. At the end of the day you be sweat demons near the amount say some because undim level. The bia me catch am say be say ufran to magoa ye ndi people agro na de bia no mpenika say me say entuma woi esuan bebia emre entuma woi esuan bebia emre so ufran tuma bebia eho no emra na ho na esuan edifri anapay we ya me kasa ko a make de twato na maka che o say this is the time as you know your level, your value, your worth. You place taxes on your value and betumi aboa me da CP we MMP morning motivational power 28 minutes past the hour 6 anapay December boso me ne de to so 9 na ye wo muyi na ye be di komo so power fia ha 0248 07 1174 0248 07 1174 o text message manembra and tentem so na entumi endi enkomo enura the new patriotic party NPP amanyoku no womo launch ye new constitution. You launching the new constitution over the party's headquarters, Accra. And the some of the cutaways, and I say, and you made the out of course, one, a brand new unveiling the new constitution, Yaro Kello, Hunter Bay said, money na Eddie Amaye. Now, new constitution, yeah, and they partnerate into my diabana. Yes, and Abakwa Semu. Now, Abakwa Semu, I say, NPP, Amayoku no. Yeko elections in 2024. I'm my party NPP. Na party nimpen fortress am say no. Amayoko papa bi say ya. Yawo social interventions. Policies are different policies are. NPP amayoko no ene wo. Pro policies ahodo. Any policies are Ghana may na nya so faso no. Eye NPP amanyoku no na ya na yede eba wo hwe na da kwakufu ado Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Krampo epenso a enyoma ho do wono ye erebu Ghana ma. It is unprecedented, unmatched. Obi no betu no atoto NPP amanyoku. Even the last administration na da kwakufu ado and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ana no mudi enimu. Now so seven previous and one is an army and again a fast such a jamasia ametumpayanda and they NPP amayoku equal elections are 2024 lose ye yantiasie and enti ye pabedeku a Professor Aaron Mike Okwe Wadano on the wall short in Mua or come on unveiling. Wano any your power abedukua or a chairperson. Whether the Constitution Review Committee your tea yano ano. So when we command the length and breadth of this country, a bizarre party for say. Also said DNT and I may lose to 2024 general elections now. Upon a new papa, quite adan, DNA, numa, recruitment, ye found crop for Ghana for to move. Oh, a banner said hospitals are Sabia, yes, yes, ye. A dear Kai, young to my Yentia Namsuntia, party Lususa, a BC that. Is it a candidate? I wish I was no a candidate now. Ada religious ABA na was that be religious background bia so ede na aka enti yantumi anwini enti no Yera Professor Aaron Michael Kwe ene no dom ekwa tintim sansem ni na with proposals na nyoma bia make us recommendations so anka ebe hia se party no ebe tumi dia aka o constitutions no a ebe tumi aboa ma party ma no so etumi atin nyoma bia ase na tumi aboa even Ghana for at large. Now, on the 16th of April 2025, after Professor Michael Eronokwe, when we one more findings, you know, yes, I pa 9-member committee, Abedeko 9-member committee, on the 14th of April 2025, yada one more Eddie, the party's headquarters, Accra, and look, was an Alisa Hotel, and yes, I know. Now, the chairperson for the 9-member committee, you know, Lawyer Frank Davis Esquire, one a chairperson. Now, also a head for the legal committee of the NPP. You know, could Pound Kroma of one side be member of parliament, a member, and a Sokwa MP or a deputy minority leader. Yamami Patricia a PJ, also a 9-member committee no home. Yamame Antoniette Tibudako, deputy NPP secretary, also a 9-member committee no home. Makafu Kofi Wanya, one a voter regional NPP chairman, Wakahum. Yera Ebenezer Nati, a former Ablekuma Central member of parliament, also 9-member committee, or mere constitution amendment committee, ya pa womo and so say, womo amende, somehow dwa, Professor Michael Eronokwe, womo edi ebaye. Dinah Asuna Badapa, former deputy attorney general, and so account Dr. Ekria Mwakon, Wakahum, and a Idi Muhayu Dean, one so account. It is happened for way, and your power almost say, woman constitute to be a friend of Constitution Amendment Committee. Once it don't juma year on the 19th of July this year, and people may you konuko share. Some of the recommendations are and penfredi by dano, ekoto sotonto, eto swaba. One more support Mukasa, one support Mukasa, no. You really no. The electoral college, no, BMU and the number who do be swag kanwa. Party no amba, as you say, and the boy will come 2028. Yakwa call capture power from the NDC. In the Anura, near Conso, the party's headquarters, Accra, are salam down. And be na ocean and a be near JFK near my mayor Patricia PJ near Yera Michael Eronokwe, Yera. Chairman down classmate Bute once they join in Penfaho do be so one more Ekamwa, a year fair. And the Yako Quetian common be breba in Penfon so ebedi and come on, but I say, Bessia.
We shall win to save Ghana. The elephants are winning symbol. We shall win to save Ghana. We shall win. Let's all sing, please. And record it, sing. To save Ghana. And record the elephant, speak, sing. To save Ghana.
Constitution 20.
I'm proud to say that many of the issues which in one way or the other culminated in our loss on December 7, 2024 has been addressed in this amended constitution. We all know that one of the reasons why we couldn't get the needed votes to win our elections was apathy in our party. And it also stemmed from the fact that there were several former party executives who felt that they were neglected because they were former executives. But in our current constitution, I'm proud to say that we have expanded our electoral college to make room for former party executives, at least at the constituency, regional, national level, and even former members of parliament to have a voting right. All these are done to address the issue of apathy in our party. You also recall that in the elections, many people criticized our party communication. And there were issues that we've done so much, but we were not communicating our achievement, and there was lack of coordination even among the various communication directorates. Mr. Chairman, I know our revered historian and authority on constitutional law is here, Professor Michael Quay. But Prof, you agree with me that one of our shortfalls or struggles, even from our forefathers when UGCC was formed, had always been on how our tradition been able to deal with propaganda and lies from our opponents. At least, I'm proud to say that with this new constitutional amendment, we have painstakingly looked at how our communication has been run in the past, even from the time of UGCC to date. And we have made reforms to make sure that we address issues of communication and prevent our opponents from always going with propaganda against our party. Mr. Chairman, I'm also happy that our party never again will we take security for granted. And indeed, with what happened in December 2024, the party going forward will forever take our security and intelligence as a very serious tool in our body politics. Mr. Chairman, indeed, our problem has been on how to pass our tradition from one generation to the other, and how to recall the struggles of our forefathers, document it so that the current generation, future generation will be proud and learn our history. As part of our reorganization, the party has established what we refer to as the Patriotic Institute. Mr. Chairman, I pray that we all live long to witness the work that the Patriotic Institute will be doing in the coming years. And I can tell you that we are going to have committed young men and women who understand our tradition and will be ready to defend and work for our tradition. Mr. Chairman, I wish I could have taken my seat. But however, since we are talking about issues,
lawyer, and what is said, or cousin, on the general secretary, Emma NPP, Amanyu Kuno. Next one would be a bobo boswono, Yaku anymore, and been found one so, Ebeka Sana, Yeti, almost one was Yanim Penfonso from the national headquarters, you know, Musubedin Komo, na Umutu baby and 70 years Eddie and Mayen. I think it's Napo, Yura, Matthew Opoku Prempe. Orona per report by you know, we didn't talk constitution no cane, and you know I'm told sir he bought it at 50,000 Ghana cedis. That is a year, and the oho a idea oho say a launchy book for the year not normally no. It to me Bob will be nature say and per report by NHS on the tour book no cane an amount of 50,000 Ghana cedis. Why are dear pa na yura Matthew Opoku Prempe na samo ono so meka se ogina so de to book no na emudo pa na secretary so asemo obobo so no menya dagire na mayin ba ko de ama ye be hwese ye betumi ne eye chairman Dankwa Smith Bute Edin Komo, he is the acting chairman Emma the NPP. Yane no bedin komo nde anopei na yahwe baby an komo no beko akofa. But yera Justin Kodia Frimpong GFK wabo apathy so apathy. Yeka se apathy a kire se ebufuo ewo party mano emu. Ebufuo ewo party mano emu. Ana ebufuo asan wo Ghana fo emu. Inti no voter apathy no. Kire se we did ye jam inti mesusu abana mento. Inti MPP amayo kon person mo kire se wo mo hwehwe mu a mo ye no ana wo matintim ye go mo constitution fufuro no emu. Inti ade friend voter apathy no ediomunya pa e 2024. Inti no moving forward no anya de o medidi eja obi a ye do obi a be on board na de o se obi anso nya e wo amambuo no mu no ne se tumi aka we ekwapo na men kasa amambuo nim na mum party na emu internally party na emu na bi no so o medidi eja me na nya we kwa amwame na ofa akwa no amfami anka na wanye se no wanye se itebufuo wo party fo nim. Number 2 wo mo kirem se endai constitution fo no mde aba no anya dia o be abandon anaso o be neglect any executive bia whether former or past former or present executives no anya dia o be abandon obi anaso o be neglect obi a ntombo be obi a all inclusive governance all inclusive party and on ya obi aso benya bie na se bi ono so wapodwe edu baby no omo neglect communicators. In fact won a communicating my party no na asitem aye din party am wo edu baby kra no a sika be faka krampo e de akwa communication no na ye din e de ama no okobo so say hey nyaw na ye be chiware ye keka ho sem bebrebe na edu baby kra no ye ne ya aka say ade ntie be ka say ye ntua communicators ne ka. But and the constitution for the Diabano, one must say, dear, woman neglected communicators beam. Now, so when neglected communicator no ma communicator to me and communicating for the party's achievement when ya so about bemuno and you would be to me ayadiabo minor. A comedy in Panito Smano Cramponoa or no qua, what you want to crown on the near to better not communicate achievement a party no so by ye with me and ya. And acquired a first way handle propaganda from our opponent. Akohwie ne ntro a ye opponent NDC wonum edie no ye ba de na yetumi handle those propaganda any lies no no so mo de ura constitution nim ye boy mo de yanse benya tema butani ne na kom because we aye komo bia eno e ba ya e wo se yetumi ni perifo de won komo na otumi tete ne ma so de ma yen eno achi so mo kasa for security ho mo say ya do me take security for granted in terms of the ura constitution nim an amended constitution no mo de ura mu anya dia o security no be taken for granted. Se party ni be hu fa ho chin wo kwan bi so a ohun na be kwa koboa no entra be bi nka so wo na enya etian kasa no ho anase ye kwa elections ye kwa bibia eye party no involvement a anya dia wo metutu omo eye security no ajeje mu kra ena no echi so ye forefathers no wo mo abakwasem ye da ho no ne ade no party man na ene wo maba o mu ni party na abakwasem to obi asori a no to ayampia we news wo pe waso mu komanim no the Patriotic Institute no ebetumi aboa pa ma yetumi edi no ma bi sei edi egu na akwa mu yaro say roll the video ni bi ma me na se benya chema butani ya no edi comment no video no a launching video no but wetumi twa so akwa nu kakra na enti others no so omkoma hodo mu di ye efa no the launch of the new constitution and nra ye launch e the party's headquarters Asalam down Accra.
But now the college is expanded and we are looking forward that by the year 2028 we will get to Professor Michael Kwei's 1 man, 1 vote. I think we deserve to applaud ourselves at this stage, yes.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my task is done. We will launch our amended constitution, and I invite the following persons to join me do the launch. Let me invite our chairman for the launch event, Right Honorable Professor Michael Kwe, to join me here. Yes, my prof down here.
Forward the second company for you know mubedi nkomo afa the newly amended constitution enra ye launch ye no ehon. Na wonim sem na o ka say two sackfo womo I declare an indefinite strike. Tusak. Wamo I declare an indefinite strike. Na uwo abanya odi o man so friend kill ntua abanya. Chobo abanya sana beba. The Technical Universities Senior Administrators Association of Ghana, friend Tusak. And they ume declare strike. Ya bacha formo omo press release in fact to sumame. Na ya hwemu nsam. Omusamu na etiawa. Omusamu na etiawa. Some agreed condition of services be, agreed allowances be, ana aban wei waba ye no why na adwen say won tua fama wo mo eri kan some teachers union enso ebe kasa fa wo no mo allowance ho e ba cha fa tusak for de no to so mame tusak for bu fom bu afu na ne say the allowances ahodo ene nneoma bia abandada ne penso no womu agree ye womu jitu mu say 1 2 3 4 yen ne fama wo mo no aban we ba ye no wen na agi say wo beso be yisika ade etia eka bia wode it is like a kind in human terms an ka ban we ye pepe aban pa pepe aban pepe aban we yisika tade amono anu ho kra no ye ne ya woni pa pepe bia we yisika kra de ato aduane edi egonu an ye funu kra no a ne ya ma make get to sack for one more release amode ba ye no mu nsam kakra mfa ma ho what say the National Executives or Executive Council of the Technical Universities Senior Administrators Association of Ghana, TUSAC, acting on the unanimous mandate of its membership across all the 10 technical universities in Ghana, hereby declares a total and indefinite industrial strike action effective tomorrow, that was yesterday, 3rd December 2025. This drastic but unavoidable decision has been precipitated by the government persistent and inexplicable delay in the payment of the one-time research allowance, one-time research allowance to our members, which was agreed and signed on the 10th of July 2024. This allowance is not a privilege but a negotiated and agreed amount that was to okay, an agreed amount that was to compensate those who had researched and published as a requirement for promotion at a time. Its continuous non-payment constitutes a blatant breach of agreement and a profound disrespect for our essential contributions to tertiary education. Our frustrations has been compounded by a protracted and futile cycle of engagement with government agencies such as Ghana Tertiary Commission, that is GTEC, and Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. For several months, we have pursued every conscionable diplomatic and procedural channel to draw attention to this pressing matter. We have uttered numerous letters and sought audience after audience to discuss this issue in good faith. My patriarchal deposit krata we and some de dɔɔso paa but allowance your friend one time allowance wɔn ne abandada no somewhere June 2024 wɔn agree ye na so aban we ba ye no why na just say won tua allowance bia ani sika bia amfa ma kyerɛkyerɛ ni bia na sɛ teacher union bia Interior Stanley Akamiri Abopam wono national president ne sɛ ɛhyɛ aseɛ ɛna Jeremiah Awini or general secretary wɔn so ɛnsa ɛhyɛ aseɛ bi na ɛnora no wɔn yɛ so mɛkasa paa nti yɛso yɛ sɛ betumi no medi nkɔmɔ paa fa this allowances abana na adwen sɛ wontua fa ma wɔn na wɔn ka asɛm bi wɔ ha sɛ yɛntua fa ma wɔn a that's the delayed salary no any stipends no yɛntua fa ma wɔn a ɛde how kɛseɛ paa ana bɛbra ɔman no dedi kan no ɛyɛ suspending staff recruitment ɛtɔso mmienu wɔn kyerɛm sɛ TUSAC says remains open to sincere and immediate dialogue and also wɔ hɔ ne adeɛ but wɔn kyerɛm sɛ sɛ ahwɛ ne yɛntua sika na fa ma wɔn a ɛde ɔha kɛseɛ paa ɛna ɛbɛbrɛ ɛyɛ the tertiary and the technical universities ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu ha titiriw the 10 technical universities ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu ha but the entire maker sɛ aban wei ɛyɛ kelentua ban wɔsan yɛ twɛmu aban wɔyɛ pɛpɛ aban no ɛna nua nso ɛna some teacher unions binom nso ɛde krataa bra aban yi sɛ wɔn allowance bi wɔ hɔ aban woba yɛ na ɛwɔ hɔ anka abandada no ɛba bɛtua na because of aban sesɛyɛ nti wɔn na wobɛhinherete yɛn nti no mɔmɔde ɛhɛ na tua saa allowance no ma yɛn aban wɔ yɛ na adwene sɛ saa allowance no so wɔntua ama pretechfoɔ natfoɔ nagratfoɔ ɛbɛka sa yɛ sɛ no their continuous professional development allowance and continuous development incentive support allowance no aban wɔ yɛ na adwene sɛ wɔntua but saa krataa no so wɔ hɔ some teacher unions bi so ɛde wɔn krataa brɛ sɛ ɛna no eduro sɛ wɔn de wɔn allowance mmienu wɔ de brɛ wɔn a controller and accountants general department say wɔn say wɔn anya challenge ɛwɔ wɔn system nim te ɛma wɔn ho kwan sɛ wɔn betumi de allowance ne abrɛ wɔn wei ɛyɛ tewufoɔ deɛ tewu ɛfoɔ deɛ nie that is teachers and education workers union tewu but wɔyɛ teachers union na mɛka wɔn asɛm yi ɛni sɛ wɔwɔ abɛn mu a ɔba yɛ wunya 1 year mpo na press releases upon press releases strike actions upon strike actions demonstrations upon demonstrations na wo aban no yɛ aban bɛn ɔba yɛ wunya 1 year mpo na nkɔfo kɔ strike say ɛyɛ demonstrations say wɔn ɛyɛ nneɛma bi ani na ɛyɛ allowances wɔn demand deɛ ɔyɛ aban na sɛ wunya afe ba kompo na saa nneɛma osisi so aban mu a na sɛ bi mpredua sɛ bi sɛ wo yɛ aban bɛn wɔyɛ wadwin sɛ wuntua ne sɛ wuntua wɔyɛ teachers union binom na grant nat ɛne pretachfoɔ mɛ na sɛ wɔde ɛmi nkankan ɛna no na wɔn de ba yɛ 26th of November last month ɛna wɔn de ba yɛ mɛ ba kyɛ fa na last one to so ma me ɛno so yɛ tewufoɔ September this year ɛna the teachers and educational workers union of TUC tewu of TUC wɔn so de krataa bra aban wei sɛ hey aban yɛ careful paa na yɛn so yɛ declare yɛn strike September nim ɛna mo declare strike action effective Friday 19 September aban wei na so nkasa mo ho kraa kila ntua ban bɛn kora nie twɔba ban bɛn kora nie pepe aban bɛn kora nie abanya wɔn yɛ na so bɛyi sika de atua ne ho ka na ka me dem nim sɛ wo ho ɔka ɛna wo tuatua bie ensuo wɛ sɛ ɛsi na onum a ɛbɛdwo ntadan na aban wei wɔn na adwen sɛ sɛbe wɔn pɛ sɛ ɔbɛyi sika ɛde free ne bottom na wama ɛka wɔde tua no akɔ ɛsɛ sɛbe ehunumuwi a wɔtua no ani aprusuo ɔman na yɛ gbo no obia wɔ ne fa wɔyɛ de wɔyɛ de support ɔman no ɛnkankɔ ɛne sɛ wɔyɛ wadwen sɛ sɛbe ne obi ayɛ no wobɛdi ne sweat deɛ a ɛde ha kɛseɛ paa ana betumi ɛde abrɛwoɔ na yɛbɔ wɔn ba ne sɛ betumi ne Ewura Stanley Akameri Abopam etumi edi nkɔmɔ ndɛ anɔpe wɔn ɛna ɛyɛ de national president ɛma ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ ɛfrɔ mo TUSAC ɛwɔ man Ghana mu ha anɔpe deɛ asɛ nneɛma mu ayɛ yi paa menim sɛ nsuo na ɛtɔ yɛ na ɛtɔ obi afie deɛ a ama obi a no ɛyɛ yi enti yakɔ enim yɛhwɛ sɛ betumi ne mpanifo wɔ enim na edi enkomo ende anɔpɛ on the morning show some 55 minutes past the hour 6 na enkomo no asɛ aya afanfa de but yakɔ enim yi yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ betumi ne ɔmadi nkomo a yɛbɛtumi aboa ne ehunu de ntia wɔn mo yes all right yɛwura health mu kakra na yɛhwɛ yɛwura health mu kakra na yɛhwɛ de yɛwura kɔbere minta kando waka ne ho abia abna wɔfa no waka ne ho abia waka ne ho because say he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Say ori ofonsa na wahwa wo de because nipa sa na ofonsa esepa. You do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Yay, you do unto others what you want others to do unto you. But yewra kobena minta kando be health minister no. Akwa say ono no ye die mu ene na aban ene na manyakuo ye die mu pen wo pre. The selfish interest and the parochial interest of the NDC and Wapre was say Akando gives newly posted doctors 1 week to report to work. Akando gives 1 week ultimatum to the newly posted teachers to report to work. Na maybe some Akando yura health minister so omo nkwa e dia na obeye no. Omo bi employment and also on employment na where pressure be na wo mu. Umo be employment also on employment no pressure be na wo mu na wo we free say teacher ayi a doctor for na what do omo kapen your junior doctors wo midwives aso ho nurses and midwives wo so allowances untua mo wo pay crampo no akam yey ye wo training nurses still na no mo de wo ka allowance ya fa mo wo ye wo trained doctors omo fia say the post womo because of sabe mo say mo to me seek financial clearance it you to me post womo ana wo mo wie school mo ma trafia ba me kama tira mo say obi wie school titru okwa ne nsa no adwuma say wo ye doctor ni na woman trafia more than a year was one trafia say wo health say man adwuma ne at least onya private hospital bia and a private clinic bia abeka ko adwuma wo ho and salary a wo begie no ebi kwa na be wo soro ase wo salary a wo de be ma no it there's no need say wo friend say me post to and the kwadwuma no be ko because what's starving what no come a check obi awie school so many years mo posting no akwa say be obi abeka ntoko no gbuafuo na wo kɔ no so no be afa be duru fie na oni ho akoma dwedwe po be kɔ ntoko no kwa no ko nye de nti ya mi nta kando hwɛ weni na no eye adafade fe say odafa nimpa no na cha won sem ya na okeka kana say what the pressure to obi so no emwa eno mo the statistics bi ba ye ho ye de beto so amamo statistics bi per every region and the number of doctors are one of report region bi and the number of doctors are one of report so I have a region allocations I'm going to call ye that is a doctor for I don't call some more half a region. One more 21. As of last week Friday, 28th of November, na emu 80 per and I report to. Over percentage wise 38%. One afei na ye hwenu so makwa report no 13. Ashanti region. One wa allocate omode omukọ no 33. As of Friday, na 25 and I report to. Percentage wise 76%. One wa ye hwenu so report to 8%, 8. Bono region 29 and ye do omukọ ho 11 and on my report to 38%. That's the percentage wise. And now one afei na omukọ report ni 18. Bono East region ye the 27 na call ho 9 I report to 18 and report ye percentage ye 33. Central region ye the 34 and a call ye. One I report to 20 percentage 59. One I report ye 14. Eastern region ye the 36 and a call ye. So on your screen it follows in order. it follows in order. Western region, Western region. One you don't about Western region, so we are Dr. Fua, Omobaba She, I have 4. I have 37. As of Friday, now 14 Abba. I got 23. I was on Mushin, so meet me adding Abba be Juma. Now, you let me talk candle and come with you, dear, no, listen your car, some fire, you know. You're going to be Bra, Eba, you're in Penfold, wants to be doing commandant of Payna, yet you are Jinchimu, pa on the entire, you pursue beer. Sabi you won't call ye problem near the end.
Updates on the posting of new medical officers across the country as at Friday, that is last Friday, is not encouraging. But I wish to state that government's policy to send medical officers into the district should not be misconstrued or be seen as punishment. It should be seen as an equitable distribution of our health workforce. And we are posting the medical doctors where they are needed most. And therefore, I am very confident that these newly posted medical doctors will respond to our call to save and serve Mother Ghana. I have seen from the update that regions like Upper West and Upper East are recording 0 as at Friday. We will give them additional 1 week to appeal to them to report to their various facilities where they have been posted. After which we will do what we call validation. Unfortunately, there's no way we are going to change anything here. Unfortunately. And so we will give them 1 more week to report to their various health facilities, whilst we are also engaging the stakeholders in their respective districts, regional ministers, members of parliament, DCs, chiefs, to facilitate their stay in their district to be able to give up their best. We have started that myself, engaging them. And so government will also look at how we can incentivize them to give up their best in these districts where they have been posted. I believe, and I have the strongest conviction, that our wonderful medical doctors will respond to this call. We have nearly 50% of all medical doctors we have in this country in Greater Accra alone. Nearly 50%. It's not scary. So at this point, government has taken a decision. Now look, let's post these medical officers to where their services are needed most. I don't need to say much because I know that they will respond to this call. Ahafo, we have posted or allocated 21 medical doctors. As of Friday, 8 people have reported. Ashanti 33, 25 people have reported. Bono 29, 11 people have reported. Bono East 27, 9 people have reported. Central 34, 20 has reported. Eastern 34, 23 has reported. Greater Accra 20, 16 has reported. Northern Region 32, 7 has reported. Northeast 19, 0. OT 21, 1. Savannah 19, 7 has reported. Upper East 35, 0. Upper West 32, 0. Volta Region 37, 15.
Yatwa so Elfia. Mamene Stanley Akameri Abopam and the National President Emma Tusak. Stanley, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Now, it say,
I'm not.
Stanley, yes, I come press release, no, fano, mo strike action ya enra na mo kire se mo re start ye menimu ade se ye adwuma anasa ade achi agency aba mo nya nkom strike na bonche mu kakrama ye. Hello Stanley. Oh. Adio. Yeah, boy, my this bit minister Stanley aton come on so. Hey, I'm some afraid different number. Yeah, she name first Stanley. All right. Nti, you better aso. Na ye Stanley akwa enkomo and they are pay on the morning show. Na ye kan health minister come me nta kan do asem. And ye Stanley room. But you see, we are no seven previous as one monia and chankwa. Won't mean chen do money ye. Some monia and chankwa. Would you do a ye? No 9, no 10. No 9, no 10. And that is the order of the day. No 9, no 10. All right. So now you're going to come on, bra. Near Stanley and Twaso. Stanley Timenka.
Watch of Meteoka.
Hey. But Stanley ni. Oh, okay. I have a different number altogether here. Stanley, what the release be by year? Now, and one of your margin say more start more indefinite strike. Now, but about so when I say Morris and that decision, no.
But they were actually on the industrial action.
Okay, and you know, reason here the entire model eco strike.
Sena ye chwebu ye Accra tamuno. Ye ne buy agreement the last year. Sa negotiation ye she say 2023 November 2023. But he concluded here around 10th of July 2024.
Okay.
Now, sa agreement no ye ne buy agree say aban be Sikabi a friend one-time research allowance. Can no not a requirement or technical university and not traditional university no now all your juma or administration yet teaching or your non-teaching staff. Just a way peer review publications so as to be able to use same for promotions.
Okay.
So not a requirement. It was a requirement you needed to have publications for promotions. But not that time, no. Not buying a research allowance. Meanwhile, you needed to research and publish just like our colleagues in the classrooms. So and we told them that look, not important my research allowance maybe because now, they were not giving us that research allowance. They were only giving us what we call the book allowance.
Okay.
So, research allowance. Henceforth, it was no longer a requirement that we publish in peer review journals before we could be promoted. What I said there, because you had made this a requirement. You moved the compare we wasted time, resources, and money in order to be able to conduct research and publish in peer reviews. So a position we no longer need it. Then what happens to the indebtedness or the investment we did in the hope of using same for our promotions? On our buy say okay, no problem. Not compensating with one-time research allowance.
Okay.
And I see you. So you can sign that agreement with Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, GPEC, government representative, on the 10th of July 2024.
Okay.
In August 2024, I find the card that I say, your institutions need both technical and traditional universities. The time I sign that agreement, that was your equivalent staff classification in the traditional universities.
Okay.
So I find the card by your institutions, among more data. All those who were qualified and now peer review. We needed data on those people so that our bank will be able to pay. And an institution CEO. So you move the data core. Accordingly, admittedly, some institutions among data no call. They did not send their data, but significant number of both traditional universities, the more data come are buying. Freeze are done around August last year. Oko about mostly one story to the other. Yes, through Prah command and say, look, the issue was becoming some way. Emotional, yes, sort of I don't know. So I let know yet addressing my education minister. They haven't even acknowledged that letter.
Wow.
So our first letter, we wrote that letter in June after government was properly constituted after the election.
Sure.
More acknowledges our letter, but that letter is copy National Labour Commission. So they are copying National Labour Commission, and National Labour Commission can't come out and say, "Yet the cat be so about explaining the cost of Mamo." And government wrote back to NLC saying that they were still working on the data to pay out blah 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 blah. First time in June, you go to GTEC or Mubama story, you go to Fair Wages or Mubama story, you will try to meet the minister and also Koshishui. And a labor minister invite here. Your cohort didn't come out, and we told the labor minister what we're going through. And the labor minister said, no problem. And I see you. 3 September, no so machine.
Okay.
On the 18th of last month, yes, I draw another letter command minister. Now, so and also there, and even in that letter, we had an ultimatum saying that look, if they didn't respond to us positively by close of November, we are going to accordingly advise ourselves. And Nakuna woman say, they call silent and command mono, among country, and declare strike.
Yeah, Stanley, come on here, dear. No, I don't say, well understood. And Tiasia Omupa na Mentiasia the Intia. Mempesa me wura man yosem bebrebe but aban we ban na kwan say some allowances bi o was we need the friend we don't know say scan any host dey enyo but my me say this question mo members no o hwa mo ya dodo be saying
across all the 10 technical universities we are almost 1,000 plus
1,000 and a one time research allowance here mo kan wasem minimum ade per head no ye the best kemu a be sen wasem ne ye kan.
No, woman says one time research and here will be another geo. It's only those who publish. And if you are looking at that number, we are slightly for us in the technical universities, we are just slightly over 400.
Okay, you know, you have 500, you know, averagely. Now you have
the equivalence is $1,600. The city equivalence of $1,600, depending on the rate they will use.
Oh, and Momo charging in dollars.
Some book and research they are buying in dollars, and you're charging in dollars.
That be honest.
That book and research you book and research in dollars.
Okay, which means
the dollar equivalence.
Everyone said 16,480 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, fine, sir.
And yeah, the nipa could be okay. So you understand one near times in the buy 400 years. I buy no. Straight away to and I said, Niana was when you be and I'm almost 6 million Ghana cedis. Yes.
Yes.
But me bacho. Budget year ready 2025 no. Abana say on kai say you will could be a friend of 2 saga. At least over to me say 6 million no nyani na kramponua. Over to me the 2 million be asem so money for the meantime no. Na we jam say mo strike no. Mo strike amokoi hardwin bi.
So as I joined the hardwin pa only say 2 sack for no yen na Apex administrators or your technical universities name.
Okay.
Free junior assistant register, corporate registers, no directors of finance, no directors of work, not the we are in that class of work. So technically, no, you are shutting down universities, no, because as it stands now, no, senior staff, no junior staff, no, omo instructions free here.
Okay.
Se se ye ni hono ya be ye den na ejo be koso. Yeah, me I say me office matu. All my younger colleagues now more office and they take instructions from me to work.
Okay. And you know, Sally, since Dam declare my intentions and Moko strike, and the Dam started areas and Ram started strike, you know. When you call Bia as the national president, when you call Bia from the Labour Ministry or the Labour Commission or the Education Minister, and I say any quarters Bianoa, Mamu Akuntoye Munia Rishemu say, at least I had a mobile chair, and Mukas indefinitely. No, just say you name that mobile resume strike, but when you call Bia, sir, a better more than some go back.
Pacho baby, call now, yes, I call me 3G Tech. Who is a regulated?
Yes, regulated.
Special Education Commission.
Sure.
Yeah, no, Juma. So they know we have a very close relationship with them. And naturally, no, say a declare strike there about how more because we work together. They are like we work hand in hand.
Very well.
But the truth of the matter is that this is beyond them. Among your employers, they are just our regulators. Your employers, your Ministry of Education. The Ghana government through the Ministry of Education.
Sure.
So as we said, the strike continues unabated.
I did about Kwa, Member Stanley, what in say, yes, you may watch but you'll be the end and Phantom at the other sector be. And the health ministry, no so, and they almost warning the doctors and newly posted doctors, and they say, I'm just 1 week. So my reporter on call on place allocate to almost a month. I had an year and farmer warm. So I don't know, say, be a monsono, Momate to ye. Ye be from what threaten must say, Mon Queduma. A bet to me crack of us and Cocrawan and Mroa, my cost a pension. No, that is on take over from you people to Tamwa. Women, yes, can do chair them once, your mamma quite a moment, Mojuma. Most of the Bias house, a baby said to me, so my moana.
Well, a minor woman, yet the man, yes, Juma. There are rules, regulations, and law governing actions and interactions of every accountable Ghanaian. So, as it stands, no, a very difficult say, a Bible say, look, you have to go back and now what you cannot threaten to be there. Sir, I mean, man, if you act in a manner inconsistent with the provisions of the law, we know where to seek redress.
Okay.
So, and we are not bothered about it.
Me say answer be abe susu ni bi no the ntia wo yesa nti no indefinite ne de ebrofo ba me di say Stanley no mo wo deport ya sade ni koduru a abetumi ha adwo betumi aka so asem me yesa ko back to ejuma because etumi si wo my Ghana mu ha
eja nya epe ni say epe sika if at the end of the day and kura aban friends look moment na se na hwemu na Nimpa Musika Maya Namo call off strike. By 12 o'clock, we will interview us. We will have called off the strike. No.
All right, Mate. It is only any Musa abandoned Komo Yedi through the ministry, Energy Tech, Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, between Ayana, allowance and said, I he be a Sabian Yesica, my gun with the Dins and Puno, and for Swabian family. Mamma, that's not pay why.
No,
I mean, shall Yero Stanley Akamiri Abopam, ono the national president Emma Tusag, that is the Technical University Senior Administrators Association of Ghana, Tusag. It's an own common show, and no. A command de Bebrenwana Wofia and pay ye in the Bakuna a day, a Munchiro Musul a day, Amawo. For our text message 50248 07 1174. Ebe se betumi nya Dr. Nsia Saria na ya hwe yewura compliment aka no koma hodo na wodie no. E fa papa no asa edwuma no wonhunu so ba ye ya na lightweight fo masa yentumi no munya edwuma na bongalate wo mo ama ahokyere saa ene ne nemu a o sa de kwakọ wura newly posted teachers so sabi ombo na ba na waye wo a obeka kire mo se o mo mu 1 week so mo fan report enko mu nyumadie so Maza, obi antre fie saa o. Wonu ya ready so be ma adwuma ya. Private institution be ready say. Obe ma adwuma ya nti wonu ya ready a, obi fra me pe me kwakọ ye adwuma no. Ananka metuo yo chama ba metifie. a sebi yo metumi aye media adwuma yi ama ye bi pen na biribi ntimi tifie na wo no mama adwuma nye o aban mu de no mama adwuma nye na a private media house bit say wontumi radio Western Diamond TV from say me konkɔ adwuma me consider sika ode ma me mu oduro sen wo de akwan kɔ mama me na wo sen ka mama comment say wo be post me say me producer me fama no kɔpem ba moja ba na matafro hu no monya monuama yi na me nim say NPP amenye ko pen so eduru baby kra no say recruitment so monya yempo a yey so monya recruitment mpo a ana normally ne allowances kakra ebo aso mpo a na nipa no ne salary nye ready wo salary nye ready ntumi sure say ye hwa wo sara kwa ye betu me mama allowances bi stipends bi ne ya de twa adwen di say adwuma na wo ye no so at least sika nye ready but sa stipends na ye de ma wo no allowances ne ade no e ma wo adwen ba fie ye adwuma no kopem time mpo a wo sika na nkasa beba na wati nipa no komo fie saa wo me na adwuma nye na obeja ka che say wo ma no 1 week so fa nkonko enko na adwuma me na apa was na apa is ready mpo de ye te say obi ampo nkoye obi enu obekọ obi enu a obekọ okwa ye dan yenye omani ye no mani ya dia de bia me kasa asem we yenye omani ye no mani ya dia ni enje seb ye fu ye pese me nkum nya sunni ban ya ye de nam oman nyimo no amboa yen unu bosume ye tua o ka as minister bosume ye tua ka as member of parliament na kakra na obetua de ma obi nso aye na allowance obetua de ma no so no na ye boachi bidin adan wo wuntua salary unso ntwe dwumafo aka unso wuntua allowances enti wo aban na wo so ne enya wo dan mo ba ye mama hom tres ahom tres ahom to ene de to manim enioma mfaso bie ni so no ene tabiri sika kase ne de akwaye enioma sabi yansa bie ni mu ne tabiri sika kase ne akwaye meanwhile ya wa legit enioma ho ebetumi aya ede mfaso be bro man yenye no misplaced priority nkwa na de to manyim and this amayoko ebaye misplaced priority enura so yete say Ghana statistician Yera Dr. Al Hassan Idris was say inflation has dropped from 11% to 6.3%. 9 right and about 6.3%. Intini atunyum evanfre wo mo na baja all the better so mama say consumer price index, that's CPI, and they check the cost of nneema buo ewo manyim and etumi de already inflation say nneema buo esi ehuri esi kro and they measure now I say Ghana's inflation has dropped to 6.3% in November 2025, the lowest since the 2021 rebasing and 11 straight months of decline. Enra sasam ba ye kas inflation about from wo and the hallelujah hosanna and our screen is one. Ghana's inflation has dropped to 6.3% in November 2025, and this is the lowest since 2021 rebasing and a 11th straight month of decline. In Texas, a bin sida oh my God muha abakwa semuno a bin sida but me put the idea make say ni aba we ya de bia no inflation no bukum inflation no sanka the reality on the ground da kan de obi no be produce ade bia oh my God muha temiye ni aba we e ka say inflation drop sanka no cross inflation drop a nanka obi no an kan dey sabe obi no an ko be den obe produce locally e wo my Ghana mu ha because se nema buo ko from bebrebe a no so produce no won say 7 producer ade na akra no price nim but ya wo the standard inflation a ade say duru ho a obia no ti ase say at least enema buo bebi ehudi kwakoduro no kase etumi pege no to that angle no a gabe buo yen pa enoma na ne buo ni so also ne buo no nyefo because deflation asset in says ya producer no obejai manufacturer no obejai manufacture because ade na buo nim and say deflation so sia ye no a ye consumers no ye de ye mu ankada bia no ne ma buo no entimba from sa ye fen deflation no entimba from sa ne anto ade no alfole na woto na adfode no na no no so e produce no won so twen ho say ade nska bia nim entanya ade me produce. Okay. na eno asem we ba ye ne ko hu se na ensuo bo ne kane ya bo kra de bebia ehwiri ko no se de betumi abalance the equation no yakwa amana so ne ne Dr. George Dunphy our year a development economist what trade here at University of Ghana ye fe ne Legon donc a report me come atin
minia major so
na bia boko de
Isha Daroma BBI boko ha
e do ba de yakopas e nsuo jama to ofie wo ase de wi weather no ayi voice aye no aye nsuo weather bi eto ya na nto oh okay nice one now you better sound the person say waje so e Western Diamond TV untum radio so right all right
yeah yes me damas
doc you person obu ayen na ye balance equation way na eja wakwa na astute economist no bu ayen kakra enura na the Ghana's statistician Yera Alhassan Idris edeba say inflation and they are dropping about 6.3%. Sebio ebin sida 11 months mu ya omba ye na inflation ye somewhere around 24%. Omotu ya ho adwuma ma na ba 6.3%. Na ehwe no wie yeso de ko hunu say inflation atiaba from no still na no utility tariffs no peja no move from January 1st akọ 9.686%, that is electricity and that is electricity, yes, and ensure bo 15.92%. Ejuma fake to yan so about 9%. Doc, yeah, balance equation na yan balance the same. Mami tio.
Well, minia be mama mena was na main chair at for na main cancer inflation 6.3%. Adea ohia Ghana ye TB ache papa.
Okay.
In the my nya famudi no. Free 1957 all the way to 1964. Fatem na I say in cancer my very good. From 1957 all the way to 1964. Me kind of political side, me kind economic side. Na certain your currency no na ejinane na so mean kind of say commercial model boy industrialization effort be outside near me cosunti no na certain inflation na yesen de getting kwa e work from far if you na especially from the end of 1964 no the last 2 years of coming command and atochima pa global market nema nsheda commodity prices conform good ni nema ya de man cocoa ni ade ema asudi bebrebe beto abano so ema afi local production no ke conform ama for shall say crash and lie and no ubenye bibia pa wanya hona ye shall say recorded double digit of inflation if you obetem de no enye bete ema Ghana the worst ever inflation and I said the highest ya recorded o ema in 1983 inflation could do 122.8% and the highest now we say 6.3 even though that is not the lowest ever because of the me catch us in Finland it animal bright independence and not inflation or from power but in the modern time this is the lowest I have heard. This is the lowest I have heard. It is akobasa any nanka yedehu yebeboy ensem ama ona sabre o hye o man no che o man ya ade a ebi nsi da che wo hye se o dey for the fourth republic a year eba mu the lowest ever inflation and minim ben the republic here February 1992.
Okay.
February 1992. And it was a little over 7%.
Okay.
It is a net. What me this achievement? The offer Bank of Ghana data. I mean, somewhere the Bank of Ghana data. Because I mean, say, Okofa. I mean, data. Inflation was very low. Somewhere in 1996 or 95. Around the 90s, late 90s. Sorry, 90s or late 90s. But okay. I don't use that data. the generated data na omona be fa akoye ho adwuma de ato and maybe card data Bank of Ghana DOG data. And around in the Fourth Republic, I can say on authority that this is the lowest inflation we have had. Indeed, in some border dama on a wabuama Saudi Yaba.
Okay.
Now, me you figures on Kuniana, Yedekasa, among 4,000, but the one day, the Dimutimika, the figures now, okay, can eat.
Okay.
To be on, I say, a copasa with the figures no casa. Figures no, the entire my Decasano, so they say, the one for figures one can. Seven predators are, we are by our also have a problem, who could be a fear Kubusana, no, sir. I will tell my son and son or big decision. So I figure here you will. We need, like I say, a national, a macro. Average over what is happening everywhere in Ghana.
Okay.
And the inflation about 6.3%. No question about the no say. And may be board a coso. No question and may be board cross that no question and may be board also cry and also
okay.
And so they say the rate and name board for coso. A shayaba. Munsia actually for me and son. That is a general, a average. Now, that's the way as a pa wouldn't mean come away. The other kind of say, any character, any ma a cookie.
Yes.
But beyond that,
yes,
you would be a big bush as a then about because economy, someone, not input output. Not Ghana for the target output, no, the net is Soriano pa. Yes, you bet you petrol work would do $200 per barrel. And I'm saying liquor and then you turn to be a 13 cities. 30 cities. Almost a Ghana for you let me cut. You double era President Mahama to be super. The fairness, a big yama say input in a Nima, AC, and sign a name be a sin. Analysis na unfortunately they don't have patience for that. Say or Ghana Timamuni or the sorry you could just know the open is a name for mano the open is a car or cinema car bear for mano or in fun over catching say the petrol and then just no boy in Tinaman the petrol boy over catch was we are incompetent and you better and I could rather suffer that fate in the dynamic catcher mono. Yeah, Mohammed petrol book could do $121
sure.
On the global market.
Yeah.
That time no the Nigerian say oh no moko amanonia koto fanwabano. Okwa ono $1 na kofa. Individuals, if you BDC, so mo ma betwene ma OMCs bi ti say total boy money ade. Ti so kono no koto na board na o ti me ton no efo wa. And I'm sorry, since the petrol work or the Biania to Asenkadim, your two first most cosura. And you mean Yinabo at the cosuro. And the inflation, a course or something petrol book could do $121. And I'm an okay. A year at TIF 1964, Nancy quite a fat 62. The last time I checked it was $62.27. $62. That is it. I did could do 121 and about 62. It is almost, it has dropped almost by half. It is a global market, and now years are there. Definitely soon and so on. You know, and the Ashenka the prayer first to and can you lorry firm, yeah, I mean, as a fair moon tentum, sorry, to fair moon tentum. And that a massa, there, a month for or prepare to acquaint to 2 million mototono. And one reason. Another one, don't also a dinner pad. Yen could be yen functional. Your taco fanaman on the dollar on the petrol, the dollar and the cotton. It's a copata dollar and also signal. I say, yeah, dollar Emma, a chever or momocoto petrol, I and I'm sorry, I'm a petrol goes to me again. And a dollar, and now they price out the no containing number by 11 cities, 30 plus worse. That's just a year change. So they're not a tier 2022, we could do 15 cities in the over 16 cities in the interbank exchange, and over 17 cities in the forest. let's say a chance and this dollar nanya na account will be na aboama ye do the yetu but we be say na ubusa kwese bi na no me fan kan we wona nenye adentina abanda da no hono no dollar no onu de wentimi anya ma dollar na enyina
yes
and na me chechiri mu church for say from January 2017 all the way to January 2022 dollar no gina fa between 4 cedis 20 pesos to 8 cedis 20 pesos for 61 good months. No be complaining. Obi an complaining dollar. The next go be there 96 months no. The first 61 months no. Na exchange rate gina fa kwa o ya bakosema that period could be described as one of the best. Yeah, we keep in but
hello. Hello. Okay. Hello, dog. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to bit me dog. Bimna. No atwaso. Dr. George Domfe, an astute economist. The better one come bono eso na. Okay. Dog, what you atwaso?
Assembly.
Last time this Sunday, yeah.
We say, and then this year, I don't know, and say, you shall finance your $1 9.9 billion. Now, you deposit in Hobano, Governor no born home than this after Naman Saint Joshua, near my boy, then Tomo Kraman on Yakotonia Mano, not dollar, and no corner $1, they change to $2. Tomuba, $1 baby, then they find the 2 man Saint Joshua. And the US almost at inflation at fall cry, Europe, at fall China, at fall. Now, something will be inflation because we Germany are recording the highest inflation in 70 years, US 40 years. It is not your mabona yet, you are Buchim, okay, because of Buchimana, you will, the global supply crisis. And I'm sorry, now my pressure better Bank of Ghana, some Bank of Ghana, the $1.9 billion at the beginning of the year 2022. No, which I said, Fusikanu Gumudi Bosi no by a Koduru August. My can say July, now $1 8 20 pesos. Sometimes the Bank of Ghana more than us because the 9 billion no almost what $3
okay.
And in the month August, September, October, not any Sikadawa Sikakesi Bank of Ghana, the Babo, Sidi no Banitino. And my Sidi exposed for something now man for Mupi, no, I didn't open no
sure.
And the man at the forest, $1 could do 17 cities. I bet beyond what Ghana already a current economic. I mean, the already structure and the structure of the current economy. No, I bet beyond what you are asking me, and go with my mobile. There was no solution. No solution, but companies are about $10. No, over $2. And prices only say, or compare dollars, $2 better. Dollar I could do 15 over 15 hours in Tabangano. It do December, October, not 15, do December, about 8 cities.
Sure.
Because after now, back on your dollar, and we'll be shigum.
Okay.
So we are so mobile, the dollar, no, a share, you are 2023, Musana, no, we are 2023, May, and you call an IMF. You call IMF program, or no sooner, yeah, the dollar, and who be here, say, you call IMF. You call IMF program, no pet, and IMF, say. Dollar do go na ye di beja so betu gumu no mu maye ntu mu say bi wo de carbon to say Bank of Ghana can only supply $18 million.
Yes.
So Bank of Ghana near kwanya so be supply more than $18 million a month. Nti you obi bu say that na o man ti ni anya ama dollar na nyina fa ko. But ye system bia RMF this share Ghana say you supply over $18 million a month. It is from May 2023, but now you work at IMF and some. Let us say intimate supply. Now, I be only here, so not boy, and in the boy man. You can reasons will be there. The time and another Kufa Bobacono. Around last year, this time, November last year. And now, not your reasons are constantly could do $9 billion. It's the IMF. Who's after the $1 will be sometime last year in November. No $1 no say fair yak or 15 equals 16. Expect the 2022 last year and the B says $30 around November.
Okay.
And one on the IMF, there was a sad radio. $1 number one a dozen. And you have one to say every month, the 80 million pen I'm going to be a good. If you know, combating the do a change 80 million. A kind of years after bonus year, so November, no December, Governor, no. Oh, just the dollar need a boom and nothing another good out of the corner. Not dollar, not November, not a 16, now 14.7%.
Sure.
Because after dollar, no, I am a Tabone Frio. It's a Tabago from that. It's a 7 period, also by $1 you go. And I come to the bank of First Bank of Ghana, the Kwama on Yako Piano, can we have times they are a debt restructuring, you know. So I come. The country are suspended the court at the 2027. It won't go to Yaka. Don't and the gold purchasing program, we go to work costume, you know. Bank of Ghana, so, Kwana Ekosoro, a France who quiet toy, a musical boom. And you want your dollar no cost there. And you let Mr. Abbey and I'm for you can supply. That is what the new governor. That crew to me the last time I was just only 1.1 billion and I got you. But under the Kufado, you could not supply to the forest market more than $80 million. But then the start of winning it's too far by now, yeah. And yet the food will be an oil. So I said, $1 legend. Yeah, well, you know, when you say they see a man in Jiraya. It didn't make an input and output. We shall output in Quadia. And your buyer what you see, why you have dear car chain abandoned the baby. But that analysis is well. So you can say a baseless analysis. And say it to me, analysis, the way you have to contextualize it. And say, woman, would the Gina 7 previous, okay. A bunch of we buy and it's not. Tabuno da hostel yet to supply more than 80 million a month. And Kaoya, Kadona, I can add a beer to 17. That is number one. Number two, yes. Then IMF, Chisani, and dollar was so intimate the you are. And can you look at that over 1 billion? And say another point. Number three, send IMF so. I mean, if we have that, you know, on the phone here, you know, and then Muslim and send the other than Rani Channel, as I buy Kwama, Bank of Ghana, Jabba, with the dollar Kuchia, and then for this $1 on your Kuchia, and go when young $1 won't two, said the NOA. Did them a senior, a coy. Yeah, we betting at you watching there and enquiry. But as you put him into context, say, and you're there as I name we buy global market in Abuapa. And then he said, yeah, it will be a chairman, chair, Ghana, yeah, you know, and then also, and then there's so Abapa. It's only in Abua, yeah, I buy our tissue, Uber some of us, oh, yeah, which means almost a Emma, a Quenya, and Yamaris, which means you move. So we have fair and very objective analysis. Okay. No. I mean, we cannot mean young cafe. Anyway, now inflation now, mano. It is on terreno. Yeah. You bought finance minister Abaso. You bought you see this you see and fana almost so bano. You bought the yakin. You remember when you Abaso. But if you look at say, I'm not for complaining. Again, inflation about 6 containers so still I never born. Yeah, the busu yet the not for complaining. But I and come on food the pan. And put Argentina Stella, I buy to consume. And put Argentina Stella, I buy to engineer. I buy the hour a pile of fast one or didn't see a baby. And so we share NDC government. I may to Tunka near to consumer and then I we share the last 8 years of NDC. I said I could pay 2009 and in Kenya Mountain. And the next so the era before the Mao Omuma Nijira 2009 era North one Tunkeniem. Okay. But the free Obano, if you so now can I see Biana NDC at Tunkenia boom. And Kenya was 2 minutes again. Boom. You need 50%. So, boom, 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 boom. I know you NBC say, yeah, they be our Bema, utility, no, yeah, now, or tar, at 2 weekends, and she say, and no, so Nagana for thinking and as I got to buy a 2 boom, she said. And almost say, and my pepper NBC, the Ghana saw high, Nama Ghana for NBC, you talk about one of them, they say, Tatu Kenya Mupa. Yeah, one of these is hitting my records and the Mawa and your papa. And I could follow, baby, I didn't feel much. Or also, so family, or no, policy, they say. You pass out to Kenya Mubi, because who to Kenya Mubi, it's a good marketing.
Sure.
I'm hairdresser, what on the Accra. Now, and go the big dinner Juma or this will drink Kenyabo, will be our Juma Kadia will use Kenyano. And then I use it's a easy Sanya Manako Bar, and new marketing Keteno, on course of operation, especially the energy, it's a good man. Meaning, I'm betting on unemployment, Papa.
Okay.
But a baby hour, I or Shaswa, if he said, and no, now, that's a good father, we feel much now will be Ghana. And I'm not talking Kenya boom.
Okay.
In Femi and Shak, one to Muda. I said, I could party. So I have a person in Kenya body attached to. I didn't know a good for the breast of the air kiss. You won't be at it.
Hello. Okay. Me ko wi nko no krakra me wi no krakra na am say doc o wan sam ka pa na yemfa ne nko no mfa wi yan interviews no I think send the interviews no do na go through but doc
hello
yes sir but doc when we say come wudie ho no do na any die che message say be fie ha no in fact enye message wa when we are some de kan asem de we ne ka kura nti ama me questions come be so kura no say why nsani na but no bia be kan say doc at what point in so ne yesuro say deflation ever set in about the manufacturer and I said the producer and so I can say I didn't need what the end me so me ha me ho kura na me produce and so be say I don't say betimi so man mu ana you ever go we
are very good economists oh the class on the plan can mark okay say pa no kwa da sha that
sure
you know general figure no senka sometime a month for because you negative inflation na this year you do 6.3 within the next year next month I want because I 2 the following month be any do you negative that is the one man can I problem no pa the intra make us ho you do other than any and acquire abano so air fashion you aquarius nine yeah you manage economic policies no who ka se wu chima e wa brani mienu but mienu no bia o jichemu mienu the finance minister there will be a friend a fiscal policy
okay
and then a finance minister and some policy no they manage the fiscal situation of the country. Now, some fiscal policy, you want branding you want the contractionary fiscal policy, and you want the expansionary fiscal policy. Contraction, that be a baby because yeah, contractionary fiscal policy, no, and not just say, Sa Abano or the Jessica free amount for Botum.
Okay,
Sa Abano or increase taxes. There's on preference to come back to amount for Botum, amount for Yakoya, Autotonema. The Kobasa Abai government is also the biggest spender in every economy. And the Kobasa Abai Jai expenditure no one spend there. Tika and Kebeba Abana spend there and Kebeba Kojubu to Mama Kwama Butu Mama Omani Biatoniama Amanema Omoniama Omotomuniama Ebeton in Tentamino. Because an amount for Kujasun Tentem Copetoniama and then the amount for Tatu to Niema of inflation in Kosono. It is Abani and they say on spend there. Affect every Ghanaian. Affect will be and to be a Yakwanya and Koto. They say Ankota, Omo Tono, Omo Titi Omonia Maso. So Omo Tono to Titi Omonia Maso pay. Omo produce so producer and not profitable. Without production. Without production, that is unemployment never. About the economy and teaming grow year.
Sure.
It's never a fee. And then my pa is the economy is not growing well. During last year, not yes in the market during the first half of year, economy grew 7.2%.
Sure.
This year, yes in the economy grew 6.3%. That is as far as the economy minimum better than this year.
Okay.
I feel because economy grew 5.7%. Yeah, one of the best growth. And so I feel you are to presenting the budget now or say we're making the growth projection or see 4.5%. Clearly, growth is being compromised.
Okay.
Because your inflation is at the bottom. We family. Now see the piano. Over year Juma dinner. Juma no ya grow.
Sure.
Now brother be ade jare be fiama o ma didi.
Amba.
So you want jinja wo nya Juma. Utimi hu me. Ama won talk, but we have no there ento e
okay.
And the decision be be make piano. You were negatives and positives.
Sure.
It is about wages say no. We are contractionary fiscal policy aggressively. And until I finish out the cash over spending 269 billion US Ghana cedis. I said there were a budget I was boom and and they must spend 251 cc. Not just about 18 billion about the cancer of spending at the end name be one se kwano kaso di be as my focus piano kaso betum e den obey when timi anye.
Okay.
That's 18 billion sen ka ba spending and ka ba bontene ma te dia kwano yi a obi a wato ni cement ye ba beto obi a wato ni iron rods contractors ba beto actually ho and it's kototo na ma mo produce no so omunya opepa produce more because ye top atoni yi am wanya faso eno na me economy ni grow no the sabano enji she any semens there economy no cannot grow
dog when me
grow it affects job creation.
Yes,
the unemployment in the deba
dog the be ni say oh the be ni say eko yembu mu mienu na yen hwa de da foforo be hia no na ya balance equation na hwa de because who loses and who wins ni na no yankomo be bisa wa ha na ja wotumi a chie mu right no
I mean answer question why in the conversation the government is winning but the citizens are losing because and then abano and the inflation and the day be about question so I say but in real times you know we say among for omuko just ko ta dia bo so ka for omuko ayeto dabi omo tanen ko sia na zen ko sia for omo ye poultry farmers omo so omo ko sia nyina pro bi anto because you can you man mu aban na chichiri obi anta jisikani nyina sikani o man mu eti Anthony ndi enom sa ayo so ntino ama apart from other favorable factors and medical akano ama enema bo no ntimi ode o to ne enta na okọ ne beto ba akọ ade ti na ede okọ to mutimi ntum
wase
ente basa na wo abano macroeconomic indicators na be ya fa me agwe so mama but timamufo no de okuna man
yes dog me emfa hunsi na ne krakra no ye beja mu akọ no ye wi ane sa but enro nimre ne ye ne tie se unu abema ya otane ne tena show ba akoso wo enkran wo TV bi so no Martin Pegu lawyer am so makwa kwakire no OSP friend wa kire no owie so transfer na koma NIB fuo ma enye easy ama ese wo kwahwe ne chi akwan pa wa obra ha metan so ne TV so pa ana we de omo asamo a
that is say Ghana we come no cause me wi an say abeche me so me ye ne de ye mechi physical maybe omutimi ba me fie kura say e ba be kumi because economy na yesi me chirichiri mu dodo minia no ba me fie da na nyame na di mafufi
no
na sa na say akoduru ye bejai ama Ghana for no ye na die ye peno no na yenhwe BBC because me mama say enche bia no na amanfo timi kasa kansen bia o mo pe e wo mamu so ama tinkegui ye hwe ne kasa ma wotimi sisi ya da pasem ba ye che wache kromfo de bia wodi ma me yatem akufu adokra no obo na wi de bia o ma no mo bo akufu ado awi no ene se wo kasa no wano ko pa kakra bi na ko kansem kakra bi anokra no nya wi na wo bo yiru adonda ma ni mama sabe maybe asem kakra bi na wo ni nya age o ko kape na omo ba so ya na nse na me kasa me ya obi amache na de fed agbanyo said Abenyo, Machana dear University of Ghana. Yeah, you know, MP. Now say master me by you sending me message. Tell me on my beer and can you call me that if it were what trying to if it were in other democracies, you would have been disappeared.
Wakwala wache na dope no.
Obi a me machira na de politics nti no no ayi said Abenyo asema o send ma me no. Eti chese o mu hye nde ni kwaso obi akasa. Na say you can be said na yenye one party state. A champon na osi Unigov Ghana for ampe. Kwame Kumasi one party state Ghana for ampe. Me den kama famu no. Ati so champon Unigov den sa one party state na Kwame Nkrumah no mu ye na fe me say ne nyansa ne aba obupa because anybody be any abotre they are not tolerant of opposing views. Ono de obenya ne mebe bia yen ka papa ma no. Na so sa na ti dia ene ye one party dia ene ye nyina no ye nyina one party. So we declare NDC as official party of the state, and everybody becomes an NDC member. People will not look at you, say you because me, I'm not a card-bearing member of any political party. At the time, the Americans are assembly NDC no more. They are made back until the my no problem. The council 24-hour economy document by me interview the Boma Basopa, no problem. But that me no munya make the MPP. Martin Pegui okay, was a ministry out Akata some pa. So as no omu objective, omu neutral. There will be I'm not Ghana and Chichireno Oman Bonica said no one is a repository of intelligence. Nelson Nini Papa Kutimu.
All right.
No Titembiano, I have Chirawoka. No makana we are there minimum can just minimum answer the another children they make come so you know and on quantity I mean the best. Be a micro no say I did be over and in the be a minimum tina send you a be a mentinianka. It will be funny papa from no nim or nusun at the Nigeria account a agent to a man of sanity. Now agent to in the more near again back a double man name I am so not they are careful flash a say a moment na tembia yebama baako nipa baako na akasa ene ene ebeje because OSP minyini ya minyini se me kan se na na kufu adom tam o se obi MPB akoche sika or public as dey e wa na ye frɛ no bibi sa se ye kaya either say MP ana say I mean was a politician
a parliamentary candidate no a candidate sabre no a candidate okay o ma no say no so tell me them fit quote $2 egu agrada ania the OSP one friend no he want to move and the OSP no clear agenda who the know and some OSP mean forward time back in person marking table has what be from here o na koye MPP for and attend the enemy so much no tama obaye no oyes entina me ye nyina na ebu ese man say obi a obeye an OSP na abaya wote so no Hanan Crawford, let us or the year Juma Pabo Ghana because Abana no power. Yen you are Tana. After the man Sambaya, now Bafu Baya, Omen Kofra, Nima Basanano, Mustafa Bandis, as I know there. Deputy Secretary Amanukui, Deputy Secretary Marketing Paya, Oman President, also would Jina Mupa. What better some can say every month to be a Kapudu on the Echo party from the Jubilee House. Yeah, and a serious case. As to an OSP and I just want tea. No, and come on, opposition for no. Oh, man, what they do much. As a woman, he antagonized them. And now, in opposition, he is still pursuing and antagonizing them. Opposition, I know, Omoba, Musun, or Croco, and now Martin Pegui has a war, Mafa, and one in India. And can you move? All right. A home game. Thank you. Now, Yamia may okay to be before we are by, nobody come why. Happy Father's Day in advance, and so may I see you. All right. Of course, the elephant is our winning symbol, and we shall win to save Ghana. And I'll be a Dr. Jodomfe, or an astute economist. and ene no edi komo no fact wa church and sembe bebrebe enti me fa komo no fancy ya na me ne abena sewa amani ampon edi komo ento so anope exactly 8 am anope sembe bebre no na etwegu enra NPP amayoko no e launch won mo amended constitution na abena mu achemu akwa bebi abokode
me hoye
Demiase. Now, what me follow NPP constitution or more, you know?
Oh, due to 1 or 2 reasons, no, me shut down follow, but I'm aware say, launch the amended constitution.
Oh, okay.
So I'm yet to follow the story.
Oh, okay. And I feel profile about hey, Dion. Rough baba. And I want your perfume rice be.
Minidi enso.
Meso sa.
Ano pe minidi.
Brofuna ba. Brofuna say no anokopa. Say na o say ebenu ka say what slang. Ye ni bi friend slanging. O slur. Slurring. Yeah, so brofu ya slur, yan slang. Maybe say me slur. Sometimes if I'm speaking English I slur. Yeah, you know, what do you know what can I slur? O slur. And wa mo se mo kaka ba kon ye voter apathy. See constitution no. Ye 1990 mo ne hu say na ebufu e she party for mu pa. 2. The neglect of former executives. 3. The neglect of communicators. Communicators near more mubindi. It's not to me and communicate parties' achievement. 4. Say how we deal with propaganda and try or opponent need you know na party need to me and to me and defend home. Because social media face man walk can say from NDC 360 and they are a year miracle waji. Also no yeah as an entirely and so no am so can want them security issues so from day one from a NECO or form of security in the agro and how to record the struggles of the NPP forefathers no and no do be penfon by yeah and they party ni gina no ayo mu ni bibia no aya na nam me tumi hwa so no mu dusua biribi nti omo kom anim no the Patriotic Institute no omo dey share constitution mu eno so bebo ama party man etumi nya kwanya kwasua de so these are some of them some of kan ni bebre no ekeka ho ma me ntie we
okay first of all ma me ntia hwefo na no pe na baby amefrase no the Patriotic Institute na odi kan boss na sen ye hu se ebinuma start e wo mo agye nkyerɛkyerɛ wo institute and others have also started complaining say ye pick ebinom na wo mo ekokosua de no
okay
so I think say it should be fair wo mo enhwe so these are the target groups na yema wo mo koba ne say the young communicators na wo mo edi wo mo enima ba public no bi anim wo mo no emom ene yema mo akokogye entity what you say the upcoming na ye obi anim wo mo no ompo na nke wasi ni etumi ekọ wo mo so ewo ho na ye ka constitution na ya amend ne wo mo ankasa hwehwemu a wo mo ye ntie na mso mo de ye amendment no we are hoping say moving forward it shouldn't just be say ya amend the constitution no na eda ho but wo mo emfa osie emfa nyoyo enkoba ni so ya kwakotie grassroots wo mo enum ntimo mo so we ni nti nam so ma ebia ya nto aba na se yentumi an communicate party no enwuma pa nam so 2024 elections no NDC defeat wo na se wo mu elusi wo mu fanye adwuma wo ma ya amendment no mu fanye adwuma sane ebe ye obi ebo ebeto ne yem se ye wo internal separation enya de ebetumi abodi nkunimdi aba because se nneoma nkoyie na ne me hwehwede aye adwuma no mensa nka me ye de nkokoyie adwuma nti ade me ni chiapa say this what the party is doing and nneoma ekoyie party ni ebo o man no these are some of the policies our party no I implement ebebo but I don't have the resources and I don't have ahoden na nka sampo no nti me ye de na makwakoka and enu akire nso wo boss say omo eka safa party ni mpanimfo ebi wo a as when it comes to decision making na say ye ja wo mo ho kakra
past executives current ones na aso mu kura debra bia but omo ye executives bia party no so no omo kura mu ache ne ade ne neglect wo omo emwa because omo woni mudie pa and I will say the NPP is fortunate.
Okay. They have all their past a president. They are still alive.
Yeah.
Say we hear Raja Ekufo.
Yes.
Yeah, we hear Nadam Ekufo-Addo. We have our vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. No podi en kan say odaso mu bi on retire. Womu nyina ewo nimdie ye woro Nadam Ekufo-Addo ni Raja Ekufo. Ye kan some of the best presidents in Ghana. Ye Raja Ekufo bi enu obetumi etu no.
Sure.
Na kire say wo nimdie no pa. Ye here sa nimdie so far as what ase a wotumi kasa na wotumi twire still ye here sa nimdie no. Nti adanti na ba ne say ye make decisions a ebe boa party na efa party ni ho a ye be yin esi nchen. We should always run to him. And eduru baby so uni made ba ko emwa se party no e wo power e ya na dedro na eni ekọ wo mu a omo nya positions na ho na ya neglect wo mu nya positions no enso wo so hu se wo mu enya position wo mu enkra contract bia no omo do so chen omo a wo mu enya contract no nti se ye di ni die eje wo mu nko omo aginchira ebe ye den e na party na etumi akonenim
hwe amena de bia meka se eba no political party amanyosemo a ye bu mu into 3 groups. The first group ni ye wo mu a ye de omo ye dede no ye call campaign no mu die kire ni ade wo mo ho safo ni wo mu de bia ye bu wo mu de bia kan sem hunu chi wo mu de bia ye di wo mu atem de bia bi ni communicators ni ade wo mu ye one group ye another group wo mu ye financiers wo mu na ba disikasem a wo mu yi no mo yi wo mu ni de ahye nchen baabi wo se de ni wo mu ni mu but wo mu na wo mu yi sika de bo party no intimi nim bia mebo ni din de but me say wo financiers our party nim a wo nim ne ye de ehu wo mo e bi ko wa abrochire bi mo different countries a wo wo enuma mu odu a wo send this camera de party no eduma ba ye nyi wo nim the third people ne ye wo mo so wo fa adwen e de ma party no wo fa adwen ma party no and inside groups me ansa we abanasia mo bia enye fair shelf eye enwema ya ba abemu a yensa ka no a de bia ne ye hwe wo mo financiers ne pe womo ya ai omo boyet ideas no ye hwe omo mienu na fe ye just first people na omo na ye dirty works na omo ye yodum yo na ye ja omo egum sa communicator kokko communication ma party no ba ka ko onye ska pro de afo
na moto crampo ho odin na onye ska
wonanti o owie kra no asebi o wo obi kra na ase wa man kakra so mfanfa ka na party wa bem no crop for esclavos sa I think the constitutional amendment no it is in the right direction.
Yeah.
Mo fanye adwuma na ye.
Ye di adwuma ebebo pa. Woni nipa bebre wo ho a wo mo abemebu because of say 2024 elections na nkoyi amfama MPP ninti ba ne America ne say this is not the first time a party ya opposition. When it comes to politics you power na you opposition. Na wo de bia na person oba power. So nipa ba ko betina power sa dey senke democracy ni krampo hu hia what you say nti NDC will go to opposition and it will come back to power and people will also go to opposition sometime and come back to power nti we no nkire se obema wa bemebu you understand yen kan say NPP no akwakoye as a car wo dey tu kwan akọ long journey then when you return was so we servicing what you say because when am kwan so na wo kono na weni extra dai bia wo kono na wadwen wo nti woni mechanics bia wo kwan so ba beboa nti ka na akwa aba nti afa na wo say ni wura ne benya abotre na wo ye servicing the NPP has been in power for 8 solid years during those years ni nyina no na wo mo adwen nyina e wo Ghana for so kwa ye be fa so ye campaign promises ye be fulfill e dia ma Ghana for kwan ben so na ye be fa so ma Ghana for etumi wo mo ani age anase wo mo to na wo mo tua no benya so mfa so enti na wo mo ani e wo Ghana for ho e chen wo mo party no and indeed that is how we should be when you nya tumi na wo ba wo sa wo dwen timemu for no ho
na se party for so timemu for
the party as a whole say bia ye party adwuma bebre no e ba ne sa wa ho de dodo na ekodi governance
sure
that is what I'm talking about.
Okay Matthias
enti enye ni nyina it will happen to NDC and they are aware omo nyina ya aware say wo mo wo power enye bibia fa party hu bia nyoma bi wo kra wo say wo mo yempo no omo adwen nkoso omo ko opposition and some be say we krampo ya anya ne yie what you say enti emma wa be mumbu emma wa be mumbu within just 1 year Ghana for ye frase a ye ka so had we known that word no so de be ya de be ekechire there is no way wo be frase aye bibi no had I known ne beba I just say I don't know eya ebe ewieye
sure
what you say nti wo mo ahase wo mo eye ye nnwuma bi Ghana for ka se ye se ye nimu ye hunu yanka what you say nti no ema wa be mumbu even if NDC etna power for 100 yearsokrana eye den obekọ mo bi aba eye den ya obekọ na ye nim se nanka soja memu obekọ ama democracy aba Rollins amemu obekọ ama MPP aba akọ asen aba biem you see
okay
nti mo abe mbu why
okay ya from you anyway abran komo ye me the panty am I spend time on it me anyway how to deal with propaganda and lies from our opponent NPP nya de won say sami de be din tropa wo say asem wo kan tro wo nyo bia mani me yi abrante na no na hyehye ho sa na security issues ye kwa koto aba na ye militias no ye from say kra edi mi we de from sa militias no
the tax force
no tax force yeah you omo fro so na do say ye obi angu ni tax force na ye NPP mu ye gu ye de na any for de no ekrom de mu de si wa blekuma run de si wa kwetia tax force na ye say adwuma no but me ka say bia tax force na ye ana say enye but say bia mo de internal security be ye adwuma no tax force ye na de be ye nti ye mo de answer sa afo no part ni ye bi bia no a e be mo nso ye o mo adwuma as a task force and a security personnel omo adwuma me de no so hia me pa
Ochama we 100% right but what can say we say you can send another so be ngunu task force I think
IGP sorry
IGP e call bia e ba ya na ye can so say a peaceful election obi empreni ni obi enwu anase moje nhwengu a any political parties the major political parties are ye yinanim say ye NDC ni MPP no obi a dissolve vigilante groups within the party no na NPP being a political party no party bia womo epasumji
okay
we all know that the NDC has always been for the should I say the literate
yes
omo yo sa krache for obia ye dance for me krampo adanu ya ne ye wu mi kra minim ma be hwie hunu so NDC for womo history nie e ba ne say ye hwie mo jengu a womo na mfa womo ye hwie gu ne de aprotumi sanso na ba ne say MPP for de omo nyoma ye de akrachefo nso de nye tutrasem na krache ni be na be hye ni suit de akokontokwa obedwum enti ye nya ka bibia fa somdwe ho ye nya ka bibia ye janti bia na MPP for no wo asom enti I think say sa de na MPP for no efri so ye na ye de aboa Ghana enti ati sa de ye ni mra so na ye dissolve eno ehonum na NDC for benya MPP no. It was a trick. Adentina ye dissolve ye de na mo wen dissolve mo de. Nti eno na ya de bia it was a na me make say it has its advantage and disadvantage at the same time.
Okay.
Because ye call elections here NDC for do mo tax force ba ye and MPP for so do mo de ba ya. And I think say nipa do wo ebe wuo no. Nke be do so a chen de omu wu ye.
Very well. Mate yakwenim ye fe do bokrata no mfa ento aso minim se bi foforo wa but yakwe na memfa the Ohiniba news mfa mfrase here Ohiniba news the bokrata no your authentic media outlet the bokrata me the frase ya pay or say the amended constitution is a blueprint for a stronger more inclusive NPP into no minority na aka say e ma me apiaje na ne phone ne bo ha and Shaibu Ahmed Wojagbawe member of parliament in Sufoni Awaha and Romo launch the new constitution akwakwe asemda wo kire me say we ye sanda ho emase party no so ahoden mu ene say obi bia so eka ho bi amembu na omunya tumi bi won bebuo kojo pon kroma so no kasa say presidential jet ye kwakoto no enembre mu presidential jet de say Ghana ya ho kire bremu economic and social challenges de ye ga say koto presidential jet a emfa so bia emfa mbreyen katafa to so enum ewo Ohiniba news mu na no pay kata di mu nsema de aba minority for so akasa wa ho kirem say an attempt to remove special prosecutor threaten Ghana's corruption fight minority for kamunyi mu femfiri san komo we mu OSP se mi previous ye na enim say wo tata mu angasa na so mu yi omu yi no so a nga mu ya sapone sen mu firi komo we mu na omu angasa deal with the OSP nse nra say afiri ra Martin Kpebu wo kwa wa detain no o detain no so e here ansam ba ho no ye de no ekọ NIB facility mu and also yon come nra na ebobo eba no pension me didi say krata hodo so ebe report adan to aso
Medase metwa so every the business analyst or see shaping economic decisions and ye wusha kuwa kratini ni mo see inflation I hit 6.3% in November. Now do you know the question I keep on asking myself, because kakra na ye the inflation figure ba you see I drop it, but it's not reflecting, and I mean inflation measure than it's not reflecting in our daily lives. When you go to markets like maintain your maybe I say electricity tariff na no enka hu bia na enka hu bi
any na
because inflation so tia na mementi ase no inflation so tia e bia bo se nneoma bo krampo etum eye stable ntade ntina nyinam nkane bo kwa na ekosoro ensuo bo kwa na ekosoro like mementi ase se nyinam nkane woto ya nasa etesem frama woto ya shim nasa to me yo into yes November inflation about 6.3%. Na kuakrat nini maya so yera samije fi good boss CEO and yera Professor George AJ CEO at the Ghana Standard Authority chiremu se omo ka omo ntoma pamano sane ebeya omo ebetumi omo gold skills no ebeye a standardized one nationwide and also ewo to so miensa ewo the business analyst Ministry of Health yera kobrementa kando ne down no Minister of Health no wa confirm say yetua salary aketua e de ama 6,000 newly recruited nurses nationwide no so edaha na GTech fo enso de nkrata ba won teacher mu say University of Ghana wo learning centers ni bi wo hono mu a wo accreditation wo enya accredited in ebi so ho accreditation no expire wo so mutum renew, and there are other universities so both private and government wo so wo enya accreditation na so accreditation no expire into those learning centers no so wo ko school honom na empenufo anhye anye ade a wo so wo eya wo set na ye de be ma wo no wo de ko adwuma mu ayenye edu promotion bre nso na wo ko page ba eno so yenye eno ene yedi ababetu ko akrat ni ene anope yewra Emmanuel Amakofiboy, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Ochiremu said the government is here to introduce new comprehensive mineral royalties framework. Na enra me reading a story bia na wakasa Ghana mremu no eba ne se bia obi ba be faye fom gudie yedi ma obi a yenye percentage wo mo mremu ankasa no e was say 5%. Yes. Make not just say what say the previous administration lithium deal na nkomoje 10% na illegal.
Yes, and no me share no bra na wo press conference meeting nis mo kan na ana no chirem said there were some amendment bi na wo mo on the 5% na wo dada no na asa amendment no ase hu nkomodie ni enwie peyo nti no yen hye ni emra e kire se wo more than 5%. Though emra na amendment na ke wo sen ko etremu ko even 10% or 7% or so. Nti o man wie ni de na kire se 5% na e wo dada no e wo mremu na no na o say ye GPGC negotiations. Okay, emra wo mra na odi ye adwuma no ono oba betu ade no sebi ono nkomra asem ono nkan mra ono obetu nti wo percentage opesa wo die no na ese o den wo ka kire no na
so de utumi negotiation na say 10% kure 20% kra no de bema wa it's in the benefit of Ghana for
how was the constitution na mra na amendment na
mo NDC for da be na mu fiti ase de mra ye adwuma da be na NDC fiti ase de mra ye adwuma yo me to say free the chronicle ko wakrata no emu na engineer Ebenezer Kofi ono MCE edema Ahanta West infoni da ha sanso na breku nda ono so infoni eda ha bie na Ahanta MCE no ena wapa na ho ntoma se na wo ye nipa bonfo na wakwa ya ho se penimbo ne we yinframa ewo basim we woni ato nchen na wo galamse ye kwaso he nyina sa won so ka ho bi na utu galamse
Hunter West no. Into nana enda no me sure so be Hunter West.
Yes.
Kro ba ko so hene.
Yes.
Interest story no to eche be do
Hunter West Hunter West.
Okay.
And also one na wo ya galamse ni bi.
The Chronicle.
Chronicle. Also na wo ya galamse. Na say hey, wo mu ade wo hu. Me ya galamse. Wo crampo accusation crampo e baseless. Pebe bi ji na crampo na me nkomanim. Na eno na Chronicle e de aba Songs of Solomon chapter 2 verse 15. Also catch the foxes for us. The little foxes that spoil the vineyard. Fox a credit did fox.
A sisri.
Aha. Was it sissy any my? A sissy and kitten na. And the woman ebora garden no more says in your banner. So, my.
What do I am?
All the lana.
Nana, I can't say no. So, I catch it and I
MCE and Wakachan and Nasan and not to Galamsey. And that's what they want to Galamsey. And also bow to Galamsey.
And a quotation is saying.
And a quotation is to say, catch the foxes for us. The little foxes that spoil the vineyard.
And in this case, quotation is in favor of Nanom. On Nana catch a Yankopon say, on that small foxes in the Manaka, get away. On Chinaman, on the question, a food. Okay, in a way,
MC, you know, wait, it's in favor of the MC,
yes,
because MC in Wakakwatran and that's what to Galamsey.
I'm gonna say,
Nana, so Nana, the vineyard in this case, you know, yes, yes, your forest near Diana, and it's in a naya could have bunny. It's a chronicle near Diaba. And pay and no. Now the minority in Ghana Parliament, let's call them the mighty minority. Omajiatum. Yera ya was said the former education minister na ye didn't phone ya but on ya say a minority criticized decline in 2025 was a result. Afei, you know what? The NDC is telling us that when it comes to education or the WASI results, no, let's not politicize it. Hey, every na who said bisanya ansano. Mo e krom he de no mo fanya manyosam bibia mo de ya manyosam firi soro bepem fam afi na mo say wasi result in a mayor politicizing. Do you know what? People have even started alleging when we say mama in policy be aba say first year students no university students no obi abeji ni free
yeah
ye tu obi admission e de ama no enti mayen tete so yem feli wo mo send ya be ye nipa kuma bi na beko what you say eno so ye de aba betuku wakrata nenim ene anopin chronicle ne de baye eno no daily graphic enso e de aba see truth and accuracy every day. President Mahama and Yetremu say wakoto ewo ofanko ekonsa wom highway no so emprempre ye ka say dey 77% complete eno edaku wakrata nenim nanope na trade union congress for any businesses ahodo no wo musuo wo so gomuti ma boy yesi ensuo bo ene nyinam kane abo akosoro ne de we de ase wo mu prayen na adan ti ena dwumaye ni aketu obetum 9% na wo betu nyinam kane abo 15.ahia% na wasia to nsuo nso buom enye ku na wo kuyen ase wotum kakra na wagye chenso asa bo nsam no oncha de kwa Interno edaku wakrat nenim ene anope. Daily graphic near the buy no. The archives say profiling the facts. Yes, tension escalate at CIS Financial Services. Na oshoku wakrat nenim wanyasam ketwa ya line wo apankasa. Yes, and your board chair. Any members no na wo threaten the removal of one managing director. I didn't say yes, so what the petition be at the Aquacoma government, no. The petition chronic we are yet to find out, and also Edako Wakrat in him and ne anope. And I said, a few voter and the Yako Aquaco di Farmers Day no. Yame Adumochna, Yakako di Farmers Day no. And the regional minister no Washo Nation is so preparation no be bia guguna kwemu bia enka na kuma so Anthony Yama Yero James Gunu ni phone yedi ababe bata ho. Ene anope yes Mahama care steps in to save 2-year-old cancer patient yo yate and also ewo ko wakrat nenim enanope na me the daily guide ena me di ebetu apo the new patriotic party amanyoku enra womo amended constitution womo outdoor ye and also eda hase yes farmers day special edition ewom monkonkwa kenkan nyoma ewo daily guide ko wakrat nenim a and also yedi aba Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullahi Nufoni Eda Hase and a Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo Omusumfoni Eda ha na UG Learning Center sinsia a GTech accuse almost say a unaccredited no and also ya signed their betraying him Hase EC chairperson Mami Jane main son phone edaha and yes easy we postpone district assembly any unit committee by elections no ye postpone until further notice yamfa date amfa ama yes say sabre education minister phone daha and was say aban no yen hye yes na ye be ye free sabre ekono and obi a we special need person disabled for no and obeko school obeko no free yen yo hwe ko na okra woni ahode a de be ye adwuma eno so edako wakratenenim enne anopi na we ehia pa ma memfa nso so yera kwachi ofosu no foni daha ena yera IGP Christian Tete Yohonu no so foni daha na asema yera kwachi ofosu ka kire ese every rule has an exception.
Every rule is an exception.
Yes. Na wakasa wo defended the extension of IGP Yohonu no contract no. Wase ewo mu se mra ne kire se unya 60 years a ewo se tu kofi no before front so ba enso sa asem na ye kan ye no nhyehyɛ yeso san so wo so unya 60 years a president etumi extend o contract be edeka ho eno so edako wakrat nenim enne anopai na headmistress bi eno wakase wo kyerem se hwe enkoda binom ewie school BEC so ho wonya 14 se 14 de wayade ankasa na enya wonwa se wonya 14 ni nyine kyerɛ no ankasa ni din krampo ntumi ankyerɛ na kyerɛ se ni din krampo examination ho ye kyerɛ ma no ɛna wodi nya sa 14 adenti na benya 14 na ntumi nkyerɛ wa wodi ntumi spell wodi na ne class 1 nkoda kra ntumi spell wo mudi ohun nti ya wose ye ni etum ekɔ education ministry no pa ɛno so ɛda ha sei na utility tariffs no yes 1st January o new year day na ye dia abɔ aha insuo ekɔ 15.9%, electricity 9.8%, kratafe to so mienu ewo dispatch ena di we ede baye ye di ko wan krata mo boso no ebesi ha sei na yaro family phone to so ma me wish madam fu minua ene me bra prekope me wish no happy birthday Bernard Kumsen happy birthday dodo na e friend say yaro aha ono ase efeni yaro aha ono se efeni yaro Bernard Kumsen na ye wawoda nyame won hiraw na wonye okese na wonye wakoma so ade nyina emma yenim se ye nyina ye wo yekuko mu mpa ya ye bo a ye hye ni mu se nyame ebeboa ye wonso kuko mu mpa ebo no afia nyame ede afi bakwa ka wonfie ho no womwa na wonno mo na wonu so ade nyina nso embrem ene Bernard Kumsen a ye fro yaro happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Of some abomination. Hey. Yeah. What's your for?
Want to be 101.3.
Yeah. Mishane Sakama dance no so.
Wow.
ha na wa ma muso sasa ro emrafo na kwa tene na se ene wo pai po lesre ile mu a emma obio emraha se mali mu na ye shasie no ya dikaile aye edi mali ya she inampo sana na chese mali no ana ye to aso ne ba ye ya ma me fefe ya o hai loya mu na se ya na ono so eko abato anye yi amane de zwe bia na achibi
South Sudan, Namia, 31st January 2026, so, and yeah, on bail abroad.
As the Tanopay Western in the morning on Western Diamond TV. You go so, Mama Fisher, pay in advance. The DDS here December, Bosumi Muano, Ebronia, Bosumi, and Remuano. Yes, 24th, 25th. 24th. Naturally, 25th. Now you will need Ebronia Queen, me, yeah. Happy Christmas and Merry Christmas in advance to you. I'm here 0248071174 0248071174 our text line. My text message Embra. Dr. Frederick Boyen, a regional communications team member. Emma the great NPP. Amenyoko Ofia. Na me adom watchna a Farmers Day. Yakwa kodi kese no ewo the voter region. Eat Ghana, feed Ghana, teach Ghana, Bibia Ghana. You need to come kakra. Dog, good morning.
Senior Prophet. Very good morning. Nyame adumo. Ade achi ya sorry de. Near the nyamiasi.
Sure. Edum boko.
Nyame adum. Senior Prophet.
I don't know this one pe machine or the pain dia. Sa chainsaw machine.
Okay.
No so sa pe machine de pie sa this smoothie na dia so ne tabo so ne ade ne bi twa tabo ne ade ne glasses ne ade ni na so pe bi na me ase me fa oda panche kakra ne me hu se wote bi mu a ana oton na wo service oh okay
na service ne nyina
ewo oda panche kakra be bia ko krom to no wura ko station no
yeah junction hona
ITS opposite hona me down so to one visa be service na we o san ton
moton pa
e dia ne dia na oton
ton so circular saw grinding machine drilling machine welding machine ni nyina moton ni nyina ho ni nyina mark welders carpenters what do you use nyina mo bi ho pa
okay
afonchen kakra junction
na okay matikasa obi afa bi on frame na me fan another ombra ho ana hu na me fan nice one na oba na constituency boko
Senior Prophet nyame adom sisi ade baby a party no edru no I think that now we are waiting for the Obowe primaries na yenya good leader to lead us na party no organization reorganization why though because currently no ehuma NDC how a wolubumania I think that Ghanaians are really regretting voting for NDC it has come back to MPP in there yebe na de ye na ye team ye win power come 2028 into the party no de so far boko papa
okay we in discussion about the entafron kakre bi na me adom ochina Farmers Day and make you ochina as a republic holiday and as a public holiday now feed Ghana, eat Ghana and secure the future that is the motto EDD 2025 Farmers Day no yako voter region and then say district bi aso be di ne DNA ya o hwe Ghana ndey ekuafo won ma setena mu omondoba ye omodua ne tomu eni ade aba won so se ode project e ba ebetumi aboa ekuafo ne ade ye nneoma bebrebe and I know say video we many twa so I think say be bono side omodua beans ne ade agu bottom bebrebe yenya tofo but you see the sika ekwakodi Farmers Day of voter region to you the living conditions of our ordinary farmers no it is emprempremu a koko bu okra no ntumu ni ade e ka se betumu ni na yehunu hwe is say ekwakodi Farmers Day yendi nkomo
I think that Ochina Farmers Day no it will be irrelevant if it does not correspond with the needs of farmers, or totally irrelevant. Because say sometimes you know Sanka, if you can go beyond us, no when you they will express how this government is dealing very, very wickedly with them. And when the NDC abaneban or promise cocoa farmers, the 6,500 cities. Nanado Danko Akufado 3,001 or demohono. It is very bad. Nanado Danko Akufado or resisting one power. Now ekwafu waji tum na watu abadema NDC. Okay. And then we can see what has happened. Where is the 6,500 what promise cocoa farmers? And the cocoa farmers are really crying. They are disappointed. I quite remember when the prices came, NDC one to muno now what the kitty be what the bottom later on one farmer be no so part to force and a number na bal and to and this order to 500 cities or so with him was sending na the man because that is not the promise our promise cocoa farmers and when on your cocoa farmers and quoting per this video you are talking about I quite remember a young NDC guy be a oil farmer or say Akufo-Addo in the time now were 200 bags of maize, a timoto tractor, because it was around 1,200 per bag. Okay. Last year, a year by this time, but in there, it was the same 200 bags now. It is around 300 cedis per bag or 400 cedis per bag. Okay. And the timoto tractor, and the services of tractor no is still the same. Some have even increased. The prices of fertilizer no is still the same. Or some have increased. Mamenya dey be sisi abata ya Robert me abu am kakra hwe WhatsApp mama na me do bi asa video na meka wan asa me na MC afo to me pa abu am ni etie se farmers dey ni ba bedi no ochena no sebe ne mfaso bi oso or relevant maminti or relevant because on America no so these boys are now comparing prices last year to prices this year and how Wasisiano Ekwayano is becoming unattractive again. Because you can see says the boys was with your means na dey. Oh yes. What was their lamentations? The sisi no wa bo modern wa ye dwuma no. The products are there. What ko marketer? Obitim the 10 bags of maize na beans or do ko market. At the end of the day no one talk crumple. Yeah. So how do you say that elite the farmers day? And with the Ghana Cocoa Board, this is also about sponsor Ghana Premier League. Since they are coming to sponsor Ghana Premier League come next season, whilst farmers now a promising on the Mexican, you cannot provide for them. So in totality, no, NDC me put them based on there with what confidence? Na ochina, what did the farmers do? With what achievement? No ochina did the farmers do? What achievement? Okay. So clearly, no, more there it is job for the boys. Ebia money for the boys. What boy NDC farmer be now the war reward no. It's just job for the boys. But with reality, if you are comparing, you see that in the Ghanaian farmer no interest of what they are farming no only hope biom. Because you can't have your returns back. Now can you imagine the last year ton bro 1 bag 1,000 Ghana. Now this year ton 1 bag 300 cedis. Buffer stock component. Auto bro 300 cedis per bag. Okay. Video na ready until the team now. Me da see. Ya kan me adwe na kire mo nya agoro na eduwa. Me am be kua ni ma do. Manya 20 bags. Wo mama wo say ye ndi aduane. Busy 2 bags nipa 20 di 2 years. Sisi a busy ni 10 million. Ye nya obi na wa to. Ye nti ase masa. Ye ye obi aboni o. We are for na ye wa na ye ye obi aboni o. So mama, ya na Dubai ye mpa ho ase. Ye like ye mpa problem. Yari wuni asembia. Ancha kura, ancha. Where man? Pastor no. Where the market? Busy nkwa. Where mu hade? Ade. Ade. Where yanka yamba pani wen kasabi. Opani we. Where NDC ni pani o. But where mu man kase ma hian. Ka kira wo ka. Church na wo mu ka te. Ghana ye duane abuja na abu. Yan bi se ho ko chen se. Plus now you're told to say, Casapa Nana will more de ton of first. Kakuya Papa, you can't have drama, you never put one. What's here? There are 2 men. Somewhere, you see, Ghana, this anti-milk.
aburo unto afiri se me di aburo ayi 3 bags ma tomato diriti adaka menu na tikaka papa no seji ya no mu pe duro daka ba ko je de to aburo 3 bags anta na watu na ya no kwa nduru na ba mabu seji ya no what is it ka na bo kwa ba ko mu to wie na owura joma no wuti ni de one bag ya to no kwa na yebo kana ze wuti ni sa papa one bag yo NDC ni awo he me mesro ntra ho na tie video ya kan ya me adwe na kire mo nya agoro na edu a me am be ku
esia na asias kame ekuafo no ya scam wo mu pa
it's more than scamming so you can see with the evidence issue with you and this is the crying of all farmers in this country. The young guys have really worked hard. They are waiting for the government. Them video one video because the CC no traders na oboton anima what's about market centers in damana no wa kwa kepe baby atena into watena wa odre ni bra say intim sanu suya mfa nko village na de ben into instead of say 300 and cross mamo 200 into no ochere sisi anu wolo brun na ankasa. This is what the farmers are going through. Them video any other one. Also when the traders number no akata odwe biase otena wa odre nyimbra ade na 500 also more 400 more 300 na betim da kwa then we take the money. So NDC is really deceiving the Ghanaian farmers. And if you want us me NDC ni pa na me sedam kofo no onim na 2020 talk about ama ba MPP ade be yen okrom ha they should continue voting for NDC. let them suffer the governance of NDC government. Now but no suffer because in the a year by this time there was a president called Konadu Danko Akufo-Addo who was able to make it possible that with him toward about 1,002. So can you imagine that a year by this time now were 10 bucks 12,000. Then a year by this time no so our 10 bucks or 3,000. Okay. So in the higher dean we are waiting for them.
Okay.
One can do one farmers day no umbra. Now NDC for no. Miss one still NDC wa. They shouldn't come to MPP. Let them suffer. And then the book at Niza.
But I say yes inflation and they Ghana statistician Yura Al Hassan Idris watch him say atiaba from 6.3%. Now a Canadian can hallelujah Hosanna because Obia Pade 4 send a normal bonus you kono atiaba 6.3% kay now so share abayed me fracket ya or 2 more or 9%. In the ever say oh man say inflation by the 9% na unya kakra we chire but electricity bo any ensure more and about 9.86% and 15.92% respectively. With the bomb 26% now. Who consider inflation anyway now entirely? It be say we balance of the equation now. Look, one winning and one eluso per analysis kakra mi.
Senior Prophet, Medasibium. Mamichia Isaac Akon, thank you for solution and paper. Ochamaba.
Yes, sir.
So whether the inflation the government is projecting is really what is transporting or like all the war on the grounds I don't know, because when you come to the grounds it is quite different from what is really happening. Ochamaba. Since I know that inflation a man this beka chira wanye de mono babofom angwano babofom. Nande dana mbiso bi de mukoto prepaid amade angwa na amade bota ana junior mono metem do to prepaid ende junior mono edo to cementa so a pede where the basis of their inflation coming down or himfa because just in the first December ana farm milk moving from 4 cedis to 5 cedis farm milk
me di bi a chelo
4 cedis to 5 cedis
and now you 1 cedi
since you are 5 cedis first December or movie from 4. So if inflation is coming down, you could have seen the Karaden mum ne nyoma no bompo ba anabi obokọ dem. But look at how it is jumping. In the bottled water, yet on a him wo krom. In the koto fufu koto wachi, it is the same, if not even more. Edano na obileka de yane honorable okay the kenke what born 7 city also ebinum so oboa. Mese ko Accra station kofu no water net wo eto no within 5 cities and 7 cities. And there until 3 cities. 5 cities and 7 cities. So, you be somewhere there. Inflation, what you do more book man, now you do on the ground. People are really suffering. And on the other side, no, since I want to you, or Chamaba, say if we dedicate about 1 hour, then let I want to watch on them quite saying one friend. They should show you that how much is or how well no one at the turn or local. About the 130. Traders are really suffering. And no payment in a camera be an Dome FM 1 year interview. No Bobulushi market. So it was a live interview. And almost all the traders are complaining that we are in a month of December. But activities, trading activity is so low. 130. Chemaba, what President John Dramani Mahama has to know in there, when it comes to the grounds, so all the inflation figures here. Now, Obafoma, it is so much opposite. One third you, and you have to spend every day. So, say inflation is this wole kedebianon. Maybe I don't know where the inflation is really taking place, because in the other child is saying no. And the first no, maybe about 50 cities, and they about 10 cities. About 1 week, and about 10 cities. That is what is happening on the grounds. 130. So President John Dramani Mahama, no wonder that your farmers are complaining. No wonder that they are complaining. And if you go to all the major trading markets in this country, you will see the same complaint. That 130. So where is the inflation figures going to? Now on the back of Ghanaian worker, I'm a 9% there next year increment demand. So can you imagine the age of 4,000? 9% will be less than 400 cities. 400 cities for the whole year. President John Dramani Mahama, before you came to office, and now time Eba office, your first meeting with Ghanaian Workers Labor Union, yesterday, about the economy or your crime scene, or your deployable economy. So we should Ghanaian workers should bear with you. Now won't take 10%. Now next year the economy will be better. You give them what they deserve. And in there, I'm a Ghanaian worker only 9%. Can you imagine that next year, this year NDO, next year, Baba, no what to work with you maybe a 400 cities. What will you do with 400 cities? Abrasici and electricity is taking extra 9% and water 15%. You. But these people will be taking almost 25% out of your 400 cities. So, say Ghanaian worker no okwaya no be paying this is what you are doing to the Ghanaian worker. Okwaya no be. It's no meaning the mindset of NDC, but they are really disappointing Ghanaians on the basis of young there. And I remember the General Secretary of TUC also mandate they go and meet the government that if they don't withdraw the electricity tariffs now, then they should increase the percentage of them a Ghanaian worker. Now, labor unions, maybe I just hope that the workers, from next year, they will look for some lawyers or economists to be just to lead their negotiation, because these people go and come back with disappointment every time.
Oh, but doc, I know Ukrainian country was on mania. Now, coming to Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, the Enkasabio, I are buying moon in for a good year, but at least mono commission fin. Now, I buy no through the finance ministry, no, you know, and then I buy almost on the number. Then the TUC and also almost agitating, no maba, near Transnia Cancer, I understand the but it be able to Fair Wages, I can't the amount by no, anytime they don't more can the amount by no. None you know agitating, none, the salary ain't going now. Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, Munshana, Yantanase, now a labor ministry, no so for Bimbrani and Yankano. No more can you go South Phone Mum so.
Prophet,
I know.
Not listen, Sankamania nuts, me a nagrat. maybe a health service for me name their front how they are called. Nankamako. If the Fair Wages and Salary Commission for even so kidi abane chimpa. Na me madam am na mesemenjia. What will fair wages do?
And then the strike here Mukuko send there.
So they should have gone on strike.
As a strike look as send us can farmer.
No, it will send a better signal that at least you have taken a stand.
Okay.
Because since you don't know Equaba 9% ajabe. Yemra finimu. Look at how the government is planning to take our salary. And you know, or your first quarter, you're up to April, up to March. April, so there will be another increment. So you look for 4 quarters next year with increment every time. Now, Kwakwaji 9%, and already utility is taking almost 25% out of it. First quarter. Maybe so the second quarter so could take it 10%. Third quarter will take it 10%. Maybe a last quarter could take it 10% to be or how many percent? So government are on 9%, and they will take almost 70% out of it by the time a year never end. And on your day, our labor unions doesn't know this common fact. They know it, but they don't care about the Ghanaian worker.
So that is the fact. They don't care.
They don't care about the Ghanaian worker.
The institution heads no
time Accra. Or during one of the president time. Union leaders here work on negotiation. Nam time no was central region.
Okay.
Now wafa one teacher be oche nenwa ye den. Nti ono do nim do okwa obetimu aye negotiation ye pa. What's it? Okwen. The kind of sika government in the man no. Chede ofi Accra Lebanon. Sana we senedan no nti mo mbodo mpo. Nti ofi Accra Lebanon no frɛ Mason no offer carpenter no don't share no nti no by the time odu fe no na the roofing sheet na nduani nyina mprago na cement na paint nyina wato ni nyina nti no abra teachers no wonim there they have elected a representative of kwakeke bia mo ho no on Lebanon no they ne dan ho completion materials ni nyina no dreba
ti wogun kakra
Enti papa no be no ade chia no was started up on it down the wall na lampo amba ho so I can say that this is what has been happening because Sonya Dama how can you in the reality ya enemy ebekede kwa akwaje 9% na government no 9% upon reflect you but the government is projecting to take 25% out of it and this is where we are. And them who a young nurse be a way school. Now, also last year, nurse for no on a platform no, most of them voted for NDC because of them promising or catch on there. Oba be automatic placement. Now the Danko Akufo-Addo is a very wicked government. Or not be automatic placement. Into no almost all the nurses voted massively for NDC. Now we school. Nurses also offer 12,000 and brand son in placement.
Automatic, yeah.
12,000 on from brand sana. Now, I want put was the one thing Obisum catch on the one thing in Channel Cry in 2022 and 2023 from one quay. Now, Obisan who there. Nam this in no shame this in any that because of the small money you'll be taking. So you don't want to speak the truth. What your government is doing to us is very wicked. Next time you advise ourselves. So President John Dramani Mahama, people have voted for you based on your promises. Ghanaian workers, cocoa farmers, they all voted for you based on your promises. And look at what is happening. How can the Ghanaian workers survive next year?
Okay.
With the main increment tariffs and increment of salary, the how would the Ghanaian workers survive? So, Ochamaba, NDC is really disappointing Ghanaians. But one thing I mean when you are in government, you will never hear the complaints of the Ghanaians. Make ended the NDC for be argument. Also, electricity na watum, entima Kotogo, entima Burkina Faso. So you see how when you are in government now, sometimes you tend to behave.
NDC na one argument na. Abayiba wa man baby asha na say oh well resourced or well know ebi akakra wo no
ohwe ne ho
and which means ono the same ayo betua bi
obetua bi
nti no ono ne yansa papa ne say
yes so enwo ha wa ho they are defending one struggle a wall fam they are defending why they should pay even when they don't have any work. So sometimes when you're party in power, I'm sure you become deaf or dumb to the plight of the ordinary Ghanaian, and this is what is happening to NDC, and it is happening too early because President John Dramani Mahama, don't forget, Sami Jemfi, the 1st of December last year, the last UTV program, Sami Jemfi kwe, or promising Ghana for the NDC for the 24 hours economy beleba. Now under that program, no, what the specialized meter beleba. Tariffs in wolf home. Now, President John Dramani Mahama today, Nanado Danko Akufo and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, who are wicked people. Honorable better to electricity tariffs.
Okay.
So can you believe, say the welder, the artisans, oje the masam nidia on into Abama NDC. Now last year, this year 18%. Electricity tariffs. You look on 9%. First quarter of next year, or back almost 20%.
Sure.
President John Dramani Mahama in 1 year and look at 30% electricity increment. What association and 20%
sure.
1 year.
Okay.
After your promise. So President John Dramani Mahama and NDC have really disappointed Ghanaians.
Yes.
And I beg them, they should listen to the concerns of Ghanaians. So young people from Prah, until Nalani NDC for no, because they are crying. They are suffering.
Okay, doc, obo anese for assembly say NDC ka so be automatic posting. Ema mo gi tumu ekoto aba de mawo mo edu be bi kra say mo mo school allowance no kra na de be fa controller. Ntia kwa say bi alawa no kwa je wo ayi ni ayi de be fa controller. Enso edu be bi na fa kra da aye atonsuom ya de a. Ense be ho bebrebe. Papa to yaro buam the chat na health minister no the press conference oye no. Or the chat bi di aba. One ye post new doctors, newly posted doctors you do call various regions almost one monko. Obi nim the enti almost one monko. But I know me yera Dr. Anthony Siasare, former Director General, Ghana Health Service, I know a presidential advisor on health. Many need komo no anaka and that person need komo but antum. As or can some baby she say Obi one of your school. Woman entertain to swampa, but we know what if you know posting no. My wife is what if you what chance post no. Say private health facility be ba. No friend na abeka koboa no. What ninim di owo e wa pomodin mu no abeka koboa no. Now we consider amount of ogie was a private health facility nim. No what to aban de no a one posting no no. Na bre do so post or share amount involved na. Oye dem ko. Onko. Ejira minta kando eno wakasa wachem say o hwe ahafo region omo the 21 health personnel doctor for na koye as of enra echi Friday last week Friday no na emu 8 pe na akura adwuma aka 13 a omo report here Ashanti region is on your screen omo e post 33 and do omo koye as of Friday na 25 na ekọ 8 enkoye Bono region 29 11 ko 18 enkoye Bono East 27 27 and omo allocations no 9 ko 18 enkoye Central region 34 20 ko 14 enkoye Eastern region 36 23 ko 13 enkoye Greater Accra 20 16 ko 4 enkoye Northern region 32 7 ko 25 enkoye North East 19 0 enkoye into omo hwe nim say 19 ni na abeko and wechi Oti region 21 as of Friday now 1 per and report here 20 enkoye Savannah region 19 7 across 12 and report here Upper East region 35 and a post to omokoye Upper East region no 35 no bia enkoye and omotiti difi and Upper West region 32 as omo post to omo 0 obi enkoye into Upper East and Upper West no 00 voter region so 32 as of Friday na 15 na report 22 and report here Western region 37 ye de omoba 14 a report 23 and report here and an akra Western North omo the 31 na call 2 pe and akra as of Friday 29 enkoye health minister Jenny Tumi so as a health minister akachi omo say in just 1 week opia report fast esa ye beba na bia no mantumi anso ano doc we see onkomo a eka ɛyɛ health nkɔma ne yɛdie no ɛho ɛdeɛ na bɛkɔ saa deɛ wei
Ochemaba, you see, I'm the Minta Kando. Like he's running faster than his office.
Okay.
He's running so much faster than his office. Shetama, Osha Ghanaian nurses, look at how he was talking to them. And when you look at this young nurses here, I'm the one person who name him and what's in Indian crime Minta Kando. And I'm the he's also taking it onto the doctors. You see, me, I don't blame the doctors. Hwɛ ebi wɔ doctor wakɔ school paa no wewie na ebi wɔ hɔ a baby a ɛne ne bɔkɔ akɔtɔ no ebi wɔ muslim atero so ɔyɛ accommodation ebi wɔ bɔkɔ kora no de accommodation kora no ebi wɔ hɔ a ebi ni hɔ ebi wɔ hɔ kora na baby ɔbɔkɔ akɔte to baby ɔbɛbɛ adwuma ebi wɔ na doctor no nika ehun dɛ Ghana nyina ante dɛ Takoradi Cape Coast Accra Kumasi Kofodua township no mo ante dɛ mo. Can you believe that a way doom banso? A way doom banso.
Yes.
Now pone juma be 10, 12. Can you believe that a war prestia? Now pone be 10, 12. Going home. It's not like Takoradi. It be a war Takoradi hospital. It be a doctor you can pick a boat. Maybe a echo. So the monk of Winyana nibu a doctor buha bebre na wenika. A care then another danko akufo ado ne time. Ghanaians should listen to this.
Yeah.
And when do you dame duty waivers in if you into a Ghanaian doctor a crackaba or you free you don't pay duty into a car now while a Ghanaian doctor akrabano say Takoradi port here you just go to Takoradi port and take your car no duty. Nanado Danko Akufo was able to sign this memorandum of understanding with the health ministry and him there Mahama Bay awechum
it's true somewhere may
chum yes no chum so sisi no a Ghanaian doctor Nebium we post wato safe ho am the vet adano maybe a vet na de no che say be a vet kra na bro check it 20,000 30,000 kra na wakwa 40,000 kra would you to bet mark mesa shape and baby bodu ni nyina baba be included e be obaka would duty. So can you believe say nke Ghanaian doctor e be we post one ye dwuma award okita be 30,000 obeti mu nya car from Europe na obebebo druhane bo duty no kra be 40,000 50,000. How does he clear it? So Ghanaian doctors na the health sector no so de sebi nyame no otua wanka no in the sense that on a meche no there edan mo ko edumba nso and the dumba nso wonyo atompo ochemaba enkita kala na doctor be wa for emergency e bi akire tena moto do anabia pragia na da bedwuma na doctor apuna adwuma nyimbri 8 na dampo ho edumba nso Messi Muko K3 edumba nso
aha maybe okay na minimum ntino.
So can you imagine the doctor na the search an area
obeko ayem dominance that say make us no na okrum kakra.
Can you imagine
na K9 na one side ni na
can you imagine yes na your doctor na what them area no afro emergency by 10 o'clock and area be 3 na doctor ebo motochi na boys in your nam hwehwe wo kokunkra
mfuntuma so bogo
yes
mfuntuma sa
so you can imagine and ekwotakwa inside wa adama ko present wini valley e woni ade nyina adama ko sefri ko all the country
okay any fa community wa adan komo bi ase edi
so you can imagine there say doctor enyina akwato onye den how does he report make watena kra watena kumasi no wa bo ne bere nyina wa ko school say Takoradi wa ko morning glory ofi morning glory wa ba GSS ofi GSS wa ko legon na wawie na manda akwato ho no afi na oketene moto dida akwa ejuma
obisu bisa sa ade nti edododo na aso kwa apa west na apa east wo and apa east na apa west o meka wansam na eze bia kroni inside edo akwato so bibi awangasa no wa
because e no wonya facility yenya Takoradi ha. So in the sense of the government or pardon but you are going or sending these people without resources on your denko. So this time around, say a nurse ni a doctor near 2028. You have to vote against DC whether you like it or not. Because anka by now, probably with your 30,000, 40,000, anka beti matoka ebeba into duty. Ben the President John Dramani Mahama beju duty. Or you da quarter part 45 Ghana cedis. Abra yasu cry 15 cedis.
That's it. Enra NPP amanyokuo launch the newly amended constitution and they call a year yang primary side in 31st of January 2026 and also na party no e dey yan mra e be bom ho bra into no free and no launch ye no biribi bia na yefoforo bia no a aba constitution mu bia no party manwa mu asem a mu ka kire the constitutional review committee the amended committee so and amendment committee so hwe ye no mu ye ho adwuma and they tintima ye nkrata enra no ma bebre no na era GFK bobo so de ntia ama party elusu elections no 2024 ye di kan voter apathy ye tosumi no say former executives no party ni ya atumi no ya abandon wo mo ya neglect wo mo former MPB former MCB yankasa no ho even party peni bi kura no asabe ebia no ye president bi kura no ene woni abem na ase forget no kura amboa party me wini power eno echi no so no communicators no so no yes ya neglect mo ntina mo ntumi and communicate the party's achievement party no so tumi enya ye eno ya another thing boss wo and how to deal with propaganda the opponent no editia party no entro outdoor party no opponent no so editia na mu kwa mfa so a obetumi deal with the propaganda no and which internal security no na very weak into my imagine some of the internal security be adwuma pa and the last but not the least no so about say bia yen party forefathers no almost struggles amu fe mu edije party ni si wo no ebinu mo hye de nemu ntaya na sabe mba party no mu a enyoma bi omo ensem fate bia na omo your party nim donc these are some of the enyoma bi a war constitution mu a afa ne ya launch no am gidi SS and campaign for no eye hu adwuma etu na mo a kebetumi aboa pa eni komo kakra na empeke gos
senior prophet asemale ken de na anyi na erika with point ya abobody sanka party no so de be ye adwuma anka obobo ankasa and I'm hoping there onye the launching keke findings on the ho na ehuntuma mbono but they work on it because some of these things it is what really contributed to our loss because I'm the mere communicating remember communication aspect me say 3 days to elections na ebaha me say NDC communicators nyina obi anya brand new motor 3 days to election brand new motorcycle na NPP ni communicator
na mo abemo
na can you imagine the free Queen of Peace na leba melody anopa 7 o'clock ebe fifi aba time sometimes you have to take boat anopa onya de machiro binu we be sound anopa but NDC nso bu not secondi but okita moto ni ntino less than 10-15 minutes into on assault 6:50 and no fifi 6:45 pa secondi no bebe NDC bebe bodru na when people ni chire so be 4:45 and now 5 o'clock now what they shot there leba because any motor any car so can you imagine there how stressful communicators went through when it comes to discharging their duties and the party in your opposition so communicators and can you imagine there say still they are not resourced in terms of transportation and there how ankasa inti mu dey say we want them findings ni nyina na me dey say na me say that they should do it in a positive way what the resources no what be break communicators because and then mejume no that kakra time you lose election this year na betima ku radio 8 times in a week radio net TV and you can imagine bi wa ha adano TV fufuru bi aba intwa aba no ho no
mati bi dam
na wada mukọ ho na wa kire edru ho kra na amfa boat entim nko entim anko ne bodu ntwaba no kra na ode foma traffic
yeah
ebe fa case town ebe fa to secondi afa secondi to ho na edru ache de fa drop in ko so you can imagine the stress that comes with it and on nyama ankoten me did the whole country what communicators went through intino mesre that say findings here we hu no recommendations no baba no fa nya adwuma
ona sense mo wie bibia o sanda 19 July na mo kokwaji bibia to mu nti we ni ye ne mo amogiji to mu na de awura constitution nim ti say constitution no mra so ohye e wo party mpenifo no so a omo what the helm of affairs ni say o mehwe na do na ye adwuma.
I'm also impressing upon them there. One fenye juma because extra appointees ni bi wo kra na how are they behave no so no nyefe until one fenye juma because since you know the party no we are in a position there we can work hard if the resources are there. They can work hard because actually young boys ni bi na since and how they are eager to work for the party no but about the resources in the hall until yesterday na since you know let us ewie any presidential election am dem that toward the area Obi no as the leader no maybe I'm praying that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia will be elected and ofiti hono there will be that cohesion, there will be that leadership spirit within the party so that we can work so hard because a year by this time next year by this time the party should work so hard to an extent that the government should see that indeed the MPP is stronger and better than what they think that it is happening because it's an extra policy. Ghana the party has a good position that we work hard. Intermedia mesre the recommendation of woman adin na ma party o see na no nkeka ho na adin no it is the truth but let us work on it. Obi bialo sefate biade who has to come into the circles and yam fight together no that person should come. Let us all fight together. And let us win this power. Okay. Because it is possible.
Okay. Edu baby na me ho akoba time. MPP wa ben mu na me ho akoba time. That time na mo another media house.
Okay.
Na agenda no so do kakra na ye MPP agenda. Me ko kan ho asem say na communicators kra na mo musika ndie na serial callers am yo modan. Am serial callers no kra bu free na mo kan nsem eja. Me ton sa from so mo mbra na ending common form. Oh. E na ko esu. Matisi so person share serial callers or radio station or and bo hu musho mfra wo mo esa wo hu ye yie am say ana adai my adai as no but adai je be free serial callers I won kan che yen penfo no na ba say me nya peni ansan ka me frɛ no me nya serial callers wo no mo how mo pa bi mo mundi communicators be say mo 250 say dey bi ne no krampo no e say na mba papa bi asa party wa bem abibia no ewo mo die mu at a disposal. Na sabi open bibi dia ma communicators enje bosome enfanye communication ya 250 Ghana cedis. Edu baby kwa credit obi beto Takoradi afre radio so I contribute to a discussion yes we are callers no. Na thing. Sika call beto credits ko woni bi. Ne phone to me say phone na no na de frɛ. Na phone asai. Na onye scan to phone. One member of parliament been a bit from chala de monji we na mo fanye we nkakra na mo adema wo mo communicate bi ana party faithful bi ana party baby kitwe bi krampo de store e de esi ana obo ne bodwa bi krampo de esi wo be bre ansa okọ MC we wa so e de okọ DC okọ MP sa ne de sa na adwuma na den egu Muso amumwa no mpo se mo magi soft loan bi mpo na e bia interest free bi mpo na be bi sa ana the interest mpo ka ho a interest kuma bi na otua de mai mo mbo wo mo etifafo na efese se bi asa o join party na se o join ni awo abemu na o man bi mfanye ne ho na eja won so hunu se party ba abemu me so benefit me e de bia na se hwe mo muta certificate and be na say how mo certificate. One certificate no, some certificate in it no. E dey no e dey bo party ba abemu. They were there and o me show mkukuo mu and sabi o ye mu bia sabi mu bia say ye ni certificate no. Ye adwuma no dirty works no. Ma party ba abem. But ba abemu so a safo no ye hu omo. Woni certificate nti ye ma na adwuma nye. Yan kasa me adwuma bosum ne ntu e kaba. Ne ye wo no bua yen na push yen. Die obetumi so abonde na se bebe so fa na sha ho. One by ye go for by ye. You need maybe more of my some places be and some places. Mono one and now have your communication. You go for beer, Mono one and now higher. Yama positions be and then be a deputy director. Our original and yes, be a constituency and I say be a municipality, deputy director, be a directors, be a regional ministers. Be a regional ministers, be a MCs. Mono one and your communications. So mo ntua mo bi mposo nko ye bi kura se be boy krampo MC bi kura office and obi a struggle on ankasa ne bra wo bre without any incentives from the party. It is a moment say anyway dey mo fa nye dwuma na mboa so for no say me pick cost kakra.
So with them recommendation dey esre Mabu bodo ni nyina no I know that party no will work on it so that come 2028 the party will be more formidable to reclaim power come 2028 Chamaba.
Matiman Peke Kos Kakra 0248 071174 0248 071174. Now good morning.
Chamaba.
Maminti you.
Achamba edika ma member wa baso papa na mintia doc achamba ma mintia incoming president Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ane ni able national chairman incoming Bernard Kwame Chibwesi yako August na kasiasi ni pension akase ma oba region as a woman organizer. You see achamba I say ye kasi ye be a portion blame we do sia yentumi yenka bibi akisa ni ampenifo odi communicators ewo ga etapa de western region ha no che kasi ye kan wa ma chimba ye wi kan de ne ochina nti ya fan tunje because aba be sin ko nti ne ewo ye ni na tete ase ye hwe ne kan wa sin ayi mpenifo no so mu ya position a we abu fa mboa look at any see next week so mu bai wo ye communicators ani ye ne o monam achaba me di penimoti upon time of the position think you kwaku ni accident me ba enya aggregate age western region ha me ko na officer tell me kwaku just scholarship obi nya aggregate 20 no amount scholarship me ba nya aggregate age me nya scholarship na to akwara no di ko kesa university no di use wo nya bi ja entity but me who see what any dealing one na me nya call me for the sika ni ma ho de me fa nya yuma na MPP e dey dey asem dey say kan ye kan me yan kan ye ya e du be dey ya no dey dey pa ba ye be strength for no ni pa wonu ni afo ye afo so no ku sane e do se ni fa so na mi sane
all right
na ye nya ye tumi ye ko
okay
pa yan kan ka sabe we ya police ya sabe police no na no obi ba on ya na bu ni bozo ni pa communication ya se so ye they hear that no much here is there. Good morning.
Me da CP na ya yenda na enim na ya okrum ha wa ye adwuma na chepa. Hello, good morning.
Radio PRO.
Oh, edi na obodo benyi na che. John, Laura mamintie o.
Yo, maminda doctors. Ene nchekea odimai. Se minia.
Yes sir.
Asebwe na enye fufo. When he said me a government appointee assembly member, but we were pissed against our former local government minister. Said motos, any way omuko krapaya, omo the class motos we sanka NBC, omo the GBPR. I am telling you on authority, say, yeah, government appointee former. Yet Madima party no equals 90. Again, Radio PRO. Say, Minia Chamaun to me.
Yeah.
Some time ago, yeah, me papa. I think no by election no, and this me Konyano accident guya. Oko bono yere and so it sab this kapudo piani nyamano. Say, said MPP serial call a pampo. Some Sikapuma be said, Uncle Digger Onya. When you know, Omoye, na ye hua, and yet not a Siakuma. What's I say? That's no Dayakuma Sunti, Yentimin Jai, and to end this in the Onyana Sema. Yes, I am obey.
Okay.
Medasi.
Mr. Medasi John, Medasi P. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Pajodin baby okasa free.
Oh, we dina your sister Debbie, we free Christian Nibali conference Bugoso.
Mamintie.
Mamintia Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. No change. Na mintia batamba hawa kunti. Onwa ne deneba. Mini abema. Ntema o kan no pay die say ye kasi ye die kira ade be science. Na da de ede abonye. Esan say me say mama babo tinje fidi ye nye so MP say down. Mama no be MP here give kwano you two no 1 year MP no boy and papa this year ye open constituency and paying for about constituency. I yet Syria college. Yet me kaka what you need for your phone say just yam ya catch a region for already kaka before ya was making. Just yam keke. Now without the phone, then my communication working. Between that and paying for your something for you. Omo the next extra still yenya ya kokabosia akotobi party ni ye o be yeso a yesi mi certificate enti me make say me what the party bi ami nya cleaning work e wo baby a company bi a ni ntini nya na enti em pay for ne de frɛ wo mo adwuma na yeku ya ho ne de omo hwɛ yie na mo ba ban mu a omo anyi omo ni ama yen ni de mi say ye de nya de aban we etupe mu ga yi 9%. Now what are the also electricity the airport Kenya Yabeba Papa or Dr. Ladi Mahmoud Bawumia.
All right. Madam CP, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Bodin Bebe Kasafre.
I Kasafre Mother Rajan Kumbungu Consultants Patao Kumbungu.
What time I mean Tiana Pay?
Senior Nedawati, why are they mentioned Mofa? Me saw when you Snamicha or another from Komna another. Me tell me Papa, lawyer and not a bit boy. I don't know what international women's organizer how comes. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. But there will be on the channel. As someone would be happy and him no. Senior, Ghana ha, Nema Airforce and Yenima Papa with Senior. Yes, near NG to 4. Na etom redia o preto mi kurampo aka sama obetmaye ana se ka de obetmaye na o ka de won tumi ye kurampo se ya na edo to wo se simia se ne obai lu kwa ye kurampo atide ni no ka sei akuefo kurampo ye ho chire dena obia ho chire no se ten no mai no mo contractor for kurampo ya ntman chio muka na sabu ya alichehi Uba ye kurampo tema mu pritumu no kurampo oti uba mere setin dana kurampo ne se ai tamaru tumi yebechino asemeti yebechino and ure setin gana omo and se somre dia ye ura jondra man mama e wote o ka dima ubechaye emre di kurampo oti uba odi 24 hour economy adama na di temi no kete wa ko wa ye kurampo 24 hour economy e wa hi
okay.
Nanti tu mereka yang saya ni NDC4. Cuma mempenyinda dan aku pada ni yang urut Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia umumnya negara po. NDC apa? 2017, 8 months. I play education ada apa?
Okay.
Cuma yang kurang posisi one month passion apa negara po. Ada wajah ni papa loy na no.
Medasi P Fatah Kumbungu. Medasi. Hello, good morning.
Institutional.
The institutional. Une mai ni komo.
Na no fanchi amao. Ene me brother na ote honi. Me bin komo presse honi ba lempi ke fo na. Mr. Double mutene kasi ya. Ono ni ada se tagisi. Omo ye ma omo bon mo de pa mi che omo na pai. My good brother. Inflation no ba bi e jina sisia no me catch us a cook figure. Pa jitu pa men into. Let's say, figure the bill, what percent peg inflation figure the way you want that, Ubenya. We are nothing. But my cost at the store. Again, my cost at the store. Millionaire honor. No boy there, 50 cities. Now, the cost is a question honor. I 80 cities. In 2000, this is sample of we saw. Sample of we saw no. Because you can say our 3 types of inflation. Medical can say 3 types of inflation. There was demand inflation, there was cost inflation, and there was belt inflation. And I would get in the audience to see it. I'm in fact, I'm trying to answer. No, no, Tramaba. Obi of the culture was said, 3 SHS. And now it's a double track. And I'm going to tell you, catcher is a Mrs. Saipano. On New York, now I'm some other year. Many Traba. 3 SHS. When we first batch and I'm example. What are they talking about? What are you? Granted, sir. 3 SHS. And I'm on battery. Young 2016. Let's look at 2016. Omo ucha kwa mathematics. What are go phone to see? Let's 2016. Omo ucha kwa mathematics. It was percent. I always say any can end this war bemono. Why exam no? You know, that they are put from.
Okay.
That is a fact. It's a what? That's what I do. And to the call on the education minister, so on see for mono. It is a step in the right direction.
Mate.
I don't think that you are anything that can say. What people that catch you say? When, why you come from your maybe 2 years?
Okay, Mate, may I
What
say?
is that?
All right, may I say? Payment for last call and never friend for Nancy. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Body baby okasa free na mintie.
Your family na name is Mr. Secretary of Washington.
All right, yini nkomo.
Good morning.
Uni ma mintie wo so.
Me pasa ya MPP mpanyim for na kwa transfer ahye no. Ye be fere wo fanye djuma na youth for no a wo ma ba no. Wo mo tumi a gina party nachi. Ana no ma koso ma yen. Na ebesa na wo mpanyim for na mo youth no a. Ama wo mo tumi a djuma no. Yes, omo mo dia en gano o police no fanye djuma. But I put work with traffic at anyway. Say a cobasa for you want, and in your party.
Okay, Mate, may I see a mention of papa ever friend for Nancy. Oh no. International man, can I say be a sabe party na yam penny? Be a little bit catch us MPP party a party a sabe. You didn't want grow a party or say a son we pa because yanam NPP soon and you who my gun win na. Papa biano and men people in Sasso ana yetumenya san your money na enti no enya party o se di ho agro but your man membu no kwa yes se bio ya ba ban mu afa yen tey ni fan hwe Ghana fo binom a ebia na wo mo kasa se MPP mo mara ban mu ne sa ye kasa ye no eye de ye hwe general governance na eye but ye hwe party man so kakra. Oh no, I didn't hear. Yes, general governance. I'm in total. No, make us a man minor. At the papa piano, oh my God, will be I am for Sudio a more minor. NPP in Sanwa. Granted, admitted. No doubt about it. Obiaji tumu. Even and this for your way say, I did be a papa piano, man, piano. NPP and a debate. Bobo bidding unim oya way. But saying yet propaganda name throw. Nobody no krama ho a NPP and a day in nyama papa about my Ghana mu a ayenya so mfaso now so one at the party ne ba abemu a wonu se bia se grassroots one dey se bio national folkran nim no region folkran pon nim no ono kra na bia o se kra yentene nka safo no afrefre radio ni TV so serial callers no communicators ni ade no past executives ni yi no men show mu yiye na sabi ndisi ba be mo mo positions bi ni ade no omo nya crofobia mo chi so bia sa o but ya mo position at least they for also chop eso mo so di edidie na bi so Ghana fo na eso na your presiding member you try 500 Ghana cedis a month presiding member PM oh te say oye equal to the speaker of parliament e ba no yen district setup na presiding member te say the chief friend saying speaker of parliament one call meetings near the on the tenase na wo hwena all the committees no obi ade na dwen che dia bansa ebia the MC yankasa aba betenase presiding member na djuma o yewa assembly ahodo na etuan ka 500 Ghana bosome yey na DC MC etuan ka 5000 Ghana cedis sabi o de yede yan nso ne eto manyim ye wa ban mu na bibi se ne ye wa aban mu enti medidi esempenu for amendment amode abana beboa mo fa ye djuma na mboa yen na sabi impredua so ba kofo didi a aya ne kromo nhye da nye de me da se de besi a na me fa sedam fa ma yaro kel same omo MC a DJ Black Foreigner smart na bone minchia bone ene ye Joe oskene fimpo man so abana se wa mani ampon Barma bana ne Konadu Prah executive producer. Midin Edward Ramaba ASN the radio PRO. Kubala Baruki Ja Itabi Ajagrabi Rabasaka Abinzi Abaziaba Ruko. Smart. I'm out of here. Good morning.